Good afternoon, and welcome to Morty's Diner. Morty here. Coming up in the show, I will be announcing some great news that I know a bunch of people will really enjoy hearing. I mean, it'll be a celebration when they hear what I have to say. Hello, Rich Mitch. Hello, Rufus. How are you? Channel member. Hello, Mortimer. Hey, I upvoted for you there, buddy. Thank you, Rufus. And Rufus, $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much for channel support. Rufus. My message, Rufus, will, it'll be coming up soon in the show. Thank you, Rufus. So, today's show is entitled Sickness, Death, Plague, War, Psychopathy, Paranoid, Schizophrenia, Disease, Cancer, Hate, Ignorance. I ran out of room. We were only allowed 100 characters to put in the title there. I wanted to add unaliving and some other words, but I ran out of space, or I was limited in what I could put. And I'll put the invite link up, but I would encourage everyone or anyone not to join the panel today. Not that it wouldn't be nice if anybody wanted to talk to Morty. But, you know. All right, so where do we begin? Well, hello, Mega Valued. The great news is that Morty opened a fresh can of dry roasted peanuts. Do you remember back in the 60s or 70s, Planters Peanuts came out with dry roasted peanuts? Came in a glass jar with a screw-off lid. And they tasted very strange. They were called dry roasted. They're probably still sold, 50 years or whatever later, 60 years later. And they never tasted good. I don't remember what the benefit of what they call dry roasted, or dry roasting the nuts was, but talking about nuts and dry roasting is a whole different show. You can tell from the enthusiasm in my voice, I'm just thrilled to be here. Hello, Boris. Face Blast Thursday. Well, it's good to see focusing on positive things, right? So where do we begin? Sickness. I'm very sick. I'm ill. As far as I can tell, this could be it. Hence, I put death in the title. This is great news for a lot of people out there who can't wait to hear Morty has met his demise. They'll be celebrating in the streets, like when OC's channel got taken down due to the Twin Towers. Yeah. War, that's the big topic everywhere. I'm all for the war. Kill all the tyrants, wipe them out, restore a free and great Iran. Psychopathy, well, it's everywhere on these channels. Paranoid, schizophrenia, well, select people out there certainly suffer from that and don't take their medicine. Disease, there's all kinds of disease, physical disease, mental disease, addiction disease, hate and racism disease, cancer. Cancer is not only the dreaded illness that we all might get at some point, but it's also a presence on the YouTube. Hate goes hand in hand with the cancer. Ignorance is widespread, not only in the world, but on YouTube. Ignorance, hate, cancer, disease, paranoid, schizophrenia, psychopathy, war, plague, death, sickness. If it turns out that this is it and Morty is finished, not just on YouTube, but on the planet, I will give a quick announcement to say, I'm gone. And then let the celebrations commence. Let's go back to the comments. Pasta, hey Pasta, it's going around, that's for sure. And wholly unprepared, unlike Doxx. Thank you, Pavel, I guess. Boris, can I get a polyester suit and can I get the polyester suits? And I don't have any polyester suits. And no, you don't get my flashlights. Yeah. Couldn't sleep last night. I was up till like 6 in the morning, really suffering. I should call my doctor, but I'll wait another day or two, see if this is the big one. I mean, in terms of end of life status. Pasta, I feel for you. The COVID thing for me hit hard last week. Rufus, yeah, Pasta. How are you feeling now? Hopefully better. Rich Mitch, I've got an ingrown toenail and it hurts. My sympathies. Rufus, thank you. I'm okay, still really congested, but okay, brother. Boris, sounds like a Portland meetup needs to happen soon. Maybe. I blame, Slurms, hello Slurms. I blame the Chinese food and the ice cream. Rufus, good to hear you're over the hump. And on the, so what, Pasta, what, you had COVID? Wow. All right. Before I went to bed last night, I listened to some of the Psychopath show. And holy cow. Talk about sickness, death, plague, psychopathy, paranoid schizophrenia, disease, hate, ignorance. Incredible. Unbelievable. Well, not unbelievable. It exists. I don't want anyone to help me pay my dental bill because it doesn't matter anymore. I don't want anyone to send me a super chat, PayPal, Cash App, Ko-Fi, because I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. I mean, thank you to Rufus for that, but starting now, I just don't care anymore. I don't care about anything. Yeah, and we have a new channel to look forward to. Well, you have a new channel to look forward to, Rufus. AD Never Calling and Golden Baba are premiering a new channel Monday. It's just what YouTube needs. Oh, I think that's it. I am pushing lots of water, but I don't think that's going to help me at this point. Yeah, the hate show last night. A bunch of sycophants, brown nosers, ass lickers, ignorant, deranged, weak people, cowards. Not one person, nobody stands up for anything except hate, lies, derangement, viciousness. Supporting hate, lies, viciousness, misstatements, cruelty, vile behavior. Yep. Just making things up. And the audience there were the panelists sucking up every drop of it. I'm not going to say it's unbelievable. It's, it's pathetic. Yeah, it's pathetic. That's what it is. People who think they're so right and so smart are so fucking dumb. Clueless, ignorant, sucking and slurping up the bullshit. Well, hey, it's their life. Who am I to intrude on their delusions of, whatever. Poor the news bros. That's ADNC's and Baba's new channel. I think they should have called it the News Queens, not the News Bros, but no matter. Did say Morty is welcome on the new channel. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Maybe I'll even super chat over there, Maybe I'll super chat that new channel, $9.99 every single show. Yeah, I saw that, Davy Smalls. I don't know the reasons behind that, but she's being assigned to a new position in the administration, and I don't know if it's a big deal or not. Yeah, just reassigned. I mean, whatever. Pain. Or as Mr. T said, pain. That's where he said just before he fought Rocky in Rocky 3, and the sports announcer goes, "What's your prediction for the fight?" And then he turns around, looks in the camera, and goes, "Pain." Mega value. The city of Portland is offering a one-time payment of $1,000 to people to rent their spare bedroom for a drug-addicted maniac, for no more than $200 a month. Is Morty interested? No, thank you. Pavel, all his old friends that Unk groomed away. Doesn't matter to me whether, groomed or not groomed. I mean, it's just pathetic. Absolute spineless weaklings. Directionless. People so desperate, and I mean desperate, to be accepted somewhere that they'll let go of all and any and all sense of who they are just to be part of a group, whether it's a love group, a hate group, a cult group, an Antifa group. Some people just sell their soul and let themselves be face blasted just to be part of, to be accepted, because the opposite is so painful. And if I don't stay with this group or join this demented group of sick people, what will I have? Who will I have? I'll have nothing. I'll be by myself. Not even my family or wife will talk to me. So I must be part of, just to get psychic satisfaction that I'm wanted somewhere, even though by deviants and psychopaths and slurpers and sucker-uppers. I'll do what it takes to be part of that, because otherwise I have absolutely nothing. Yeah, sick, sad people, sad. What are your thoughts on autism? I really don't have any opinions on autism. I haven't studied it enough to announce any comment. But, it seems like everybody is diagnosed with ADHD and ADD and autism, and unbelievable. Yeah. I think it's overly diagnosed, carelessly, and overly prescribed medically, and but like I said, I haven't thoroughly researched it. Is that music on in the background? I don't hear it. It is. There is it. Oh, it is. I need to make it louder. I got a better question, Nicholas. What are your what are my thoughts on suicide? Or unaliving. Not necessarily for myself, but in many cases, I don't think it would be that drastic an action. Depends on the case. All right, we have a whopping 6 viewers. So the content is really bringing the people in. Fantastic. I might have COVID. I might have a flu. I might have cancer. I might have lymphoma, in fact. Or I have nothing. I'm just a psychopath, an undiagnosed psychopath. You know what I heard on the hate channel that was it last night in the 10 minutes or so I listened? They called me the projection guy. I had to fall out of my chair when I heard that with laughter. The derangement. The absolute derangement. Mental illness. The projectionist calling me a projection. He's the projectionist. Oh, God, it was hysterical. Insane. Absolutely mental derangement. Hello, Dirk. Jesus, Mort, you sound more depressed than Jax when he doesn't get... I don't care about super chats anymore. Don't anyone send me super chats or any channel support. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. There's no time left for me, so it doesn't matter. I haven't been this sick in about 6 or 7 years. I don't remember, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I've been shredding round the clock, getting rid of all my personal papers, just shredding everything. So when the police come to check my home, there'll be nothing here, just nothing. Just a desk, computer. No papers, no files. No more photographs. Shredding all my old photos. Doesn't mean anything anymore. My whole body hurts, aches. I have zero energy. Yeah, Mort's really leaning into this depression session, Dirk. Yeah, well, yeah. Davy Smalls. There's a new stream, you beggar in town. Patrick A.D. never calling. Man, what a flip-flopping loser that guy is. Something really wrong with him. I'm not singling him out. There's something really wrong with lots of people here on these channels. I mean, really, head cases. I don't mean they give head. Of course they do that. But prison sex aside, a lot of head cases here. People with absolutely zero integrity, zero spine, zero anything that counts. People who will flip on a dime at a moment's notice. What a sad, sad, sad group of miscreants. Now, Doxx report might be listening. I don't know. And he's thinking to himself, if he is Morty serious? Or is he just play acting? Well, I say to that, what's the difference? I've been going through my library, quote, library of thousands of hours of shows, not on my channel, but other channels, and curating that for selected clips is unbelievably difficult. It's like looking into, it's not like, it is. It is looking into an insane asylum where everyone that you're looking at needs to be in a straitjacket, dosed up on Thorazine and given electroshock therapy on a daily basis. I mean, the sickest group of deranged losers I've ever encountered anywhere. Unbelievable. Is there a bright note, bright side in my monologue today? Yes, there is. It may not be around much longer. That's the bright note. So bring out the Kool-Aid, get a bunch of large 32-ounce Pyrex pitchers, stir them up with the Kool-Aid, add the ice cubes, and dance in the streets just like when OC's channel was taken down. You know, just like the World Trade Center story. Davey Smalls, did you see Marcelo live this morning from a very calm Abu Dhabi? Why would I watch Marcelo? Why would anybody watch Marcelo? No, the answer is no, I didn't see it. I mean, why not put my hand in the trash disposal? Why not stick my head in the toilet bowl and flush? Why not put my penis in an electrical socket? You know, I mean, yeah. Pavel, yes. You've now got decamillionaires starting a channel to ridicule you. Morty, what a world. Yeah, very sick people. Marcelo has fallen into a free vacation. Well, good for him. He said everything is fine, but I would think it's still kind of risky to fly a passenger plane towards Israel. Not a safe region now, that's for sure. Gilden, channel member. Morty, what is your go-to Kool-Aid / added sugar ratio? Well, I haven't had Kool-Aid since I was a teenager. If I were to drink Kool-Aid now, I wouldn't add any sweetener. I just don't add sweeteners anymore. I just like the taste of something as it is. Coffee, tea, you know, whatever. Oatmeal, though maple syrup is a great product. It's great, you know. But I don't really add sugar or sweeteners anymore to anything. But if I had to add a sweetener, like for that giant 64-ounce pitcher, or 1 gallon pitcher in the picture, I would just add 1 packet of stevia. That would be it. And in fact, at that point, why add anything? So I wouldn't add anything. This very well might be my last show. I don't know if I'll be around much longer. I do have shows I've been preparing. I may just post those as videos instead of live shows, just to put them up. But I have zero will to live anymore. In fact, I have zero will to do anything anymore. I get up in the morning, which is usually late, and I sit up in bed, preparing to stand up, and the thoughts immediately come in my head of, what's the point? What's the point of staying around? Maybe I should just move to Arkansas. Cost of living is cheap. Southwest Arkansas must be a very inexpensive place to live. Primarily filled with mutant inbreds and, those types. I don't know if I would be accepted by the locals, but get a shack, get a 1-room country shack, and with an indoor toilet and sink, and just wait out my final days in Southwest Arkansas. Away from everything and everyone. Gildan, why so down, Morty? Was the bread delivery screwed up again? No, bread delivery it's fine. Arkansas, Pavel, Arkansas. Share a state with Ross and Terry. I don't know who Terry is. If I do know who he is, I can't think of who it is right now. So maybe I don't know who Terry is. Hello, Aaron. The quote is, quote, I'm not a builder, I'm a destroyer. That was the quote, for those who don't know. I don't know. I feel like I might be Rufus. Isn't Arkansas MAGA country? I would imagine it's MAGA country, but back, they voted for Bill Clinton for governor. So I don't know what they do in Arkansas. I don't know. I think there are some benefits of living in Arkansas. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. 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 I think one of the benefits of living in Arkansas is the Arkansas State Police, the State Patrol, Highway Patrol. Those are some of the best cops in the nation. I watch Arkansas State Trooper body cam videos. These guys are some of the toughest, constitutionally law-based law enforcement officers. These guys and ladies are great. There's one woman who's on this video channel of Arkansas State Patrol, and she's like 6'3". She looks like a wrestler. Professional wrestler type. She's every bit as she's absolutely qualified to be Arkansas State Trooper. She's incredible. She's tough as fuck. Maybe tougher than some of the guys. So that's one benefit of living in Arkansas. You've really got great state police. That's, if I ever needed to or wanted to have good law enforcement. I don't know what else there would be in Arkansas. I'm going to guess clean air, clean mountain air with the hillbillies and the hill people in southwest Oregon, which is Arkansas, which is the Ozarks. Hunting, fishing, inbreeding, animal sex. I guess it's all there, so that could work. Gun shows. Yeah, Floodland, you're right. Gun laws, gun shows. Okay. McLobster. I would think that Rufus, in Mort's last dying breaths, would drop a $5 to make peace. No, Rufus is, he has drunk the Kool-Aid in mega doses, mega glasses, full refreshing glass after glass, ice cold refreshing Kool-Aid. Nice guy, but he believes everything over there. Hey, what can I do? He's had a more interesting life than I've had. I've had no life. He's got a good life. Rufus, I came in with an upvote and a super chat before he said a word, McLobster. He still is down on me and in general. No, I wish you the best, Rufus. I think you're having a great life in Florida. And you really enjoy every day, and I'm happy for you. Honestly, what you do on YouTube is none of my business. Believe whatever you want. Do whatever you want, I say. But now he has content. Now Rufus has content when he goes on the Psychopath channel to say, I gave Morty a $1.99 super chat, and then he was insulting me. And then that'll set off the psychopath for a 5-minute monologue on what a degenerate fuck projectionist psychopath I am. Fantastic. Just fantastic Pavlovian pushing the buttons here. It's just great. Yeah. McLobsters. Christy Gnome firing. Is Christy Gnome's firing the reason for your turn of health? I don't think it's a case of corruption at all. I don't know. In fact, let me take that back. I don't know anything about why she's being replaced. I really don't know the story. But I can say confidently, if Trump is replacing her, he's got significant reasons to do that. So the Middle East war with Iran is going great. Azerbaijan is now involved. Saudi Arabia fighting alongside the Israelis, a nation they don't even recognize on the map. They're now fighting along with Israelis. Qatar, Dubai, UAE, they're in on it now. All these modern, advanced Islamic cultures, Islamic states, they all want to get rid of the psychopaths, the degenerate tyrant sickos running, destroying Iran. Just wipe them all out. Return Iran to the greatness it once had. And send some more of those beautiful Iranian young women here to the U.S. and Portland. Yeah. Rufus, no, I think the endless, bizarre and strange cartoons are more to blame, but what do I know? It's pretty obvious that she gave $143 million contracts to her buddy with no company or headquarters. Piece of shit, degenerate, and they're getting out ahead of it. Yeah, I don't know the story, so it'll come out, and then I'll have some idea of what happened. Yeah. I wish Trump would have appointed me to a responsible and high position, because I'm incorruptible. I really am. Incorruptible. Not money, not Chinese spy, sexy supermodel secret agents, blackmail. I'm incorruptible. I would be phenomenal working for Trump and saving America. Arresting all the traitors, the psychopaths, the America haters, the seditionists, the traitors. Prosecute the fuck out of them. Send them all to Leavenworth or Gitmo. Absolutely. But my time has passed. He's not going to hire me now, that's for sure. I can't even do a show on YouTube anymore. You want to know something? I mentioned a week or two ago I was going to buy checks. You know, for my bank account checks have run out, 2 different banks, so they charge a fortune if you go to the bank and place an order for new checks. And I write almost no, I mean, less than 1 check a month. I mean, really, but I do need checks just in case, you know, so I use one of these private check printing companies that have been around for, you know, they're all over the internet. All these companies, well-established, long-term companies. So I looked at the choices, and they had, economy priced. They had the lowest. I just want to get the lowest price, just the basic safety pattern, blue, green, or yellow, or whatever, you know. Then they had that old-fashioned parchment style, which has like 1890s design on it, which I never liked those, but they were the cheapest. But I thought, it's just a piece of paper to write a check, and doesn't mean anything. So I bought two of those, one for each of the bank accounts. One pad of 25 checks for each, which will last. That's plenty, more than enough. They came a couple days ago, and the checks they sent me, the paper looks nice. The parchment pattern looks fine, but the font is just your basic, Arial Helvetica font. It didn't have the fancy 1910 apothecary style fonts on it. You know what I mean? And which is another reason I never liked them. So I thought, well, I'm going to call up the company and say, the checks you sent me, as fine, they look fine, but they're not what's on your website picture. You didn't use the fonts, which is why I bought them. So they would say, well, we don't give a shit, and hang up on me. They would probably say, well, send us, would you like us to, redo them and mail you a new product, so we can be sure they're exactly like the picture on the page. And the fact is, I thought about it, and I don't even care. It doesn't have the fancy, 1910, 1890s style font, so I don't care. So I didn't call them up, and it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. But the quality is fine, and the parchment style pattern or design of the paper looks nice. So it's a change from the usual blue, yellow, green, basic safety checks they call them, which I would usually just get, But it's just typical. Nothing I want ever happens right. Everything's a disaster. Did you see the former Marine B. McGinnis get his forearm broken by a senator while protesting the war? I don't know anything about that story. Let me look it up. Oh, here it is. Did Senator Tim Sheehy break Marine's hand one day ago? Senator Tim Sheehy of Montana faced backlash after a video surfaced showing the removal of Brian McGinnis, a protester in a Marine Corps uniform, from a Senate hearing. The guy was forcibly removed from a U.S. Senate hearing. He was wearing a U.S. Marine Corps dress uniform. Onlookers can be heard in the video saying, quote, his hand, oh, his hand, oh my God, oh shit, one person shouts. Officers can be heard telling him, sir, let go of your hand, let go of the door, let's go. Well, first off, was he actually a Marine or a former Marine? Or was he just some retard wearing a uniform? I have to find that out first. Okay, he was a Marine. He completed one enlistment as a light armored vehicle crewman until June 2004. He's from Illinois. Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, Costco sells checks. In fact, I asked at Wells Fargo a month ago about buying some checks, about placing an order, and she said it was $30 for 60 checks. And I said, "You got to be joking. $30 for 60? I mean, that's unbelievable." She goes, "Well, yeah, it's expensive. The best price," she said, "the best deal is go to Costco." So I looked at the Costco website. By the way, I hate Wells Fargo, but I did get an account there, you know. But they are one of the worst banks. And the Costco, you have to buy like 200, two boxes of 250 checks or 250 checks. So per check, it's a very cheap price, but I have no need for 250 or 500 checks. And I will be canceling that Wells Fargo account pretty soon. But anyway. Sorry, I made it. Oh, he had it launched, yeah, right. Right, Rufus, right. It's a nice idea. How about a gerbil? Would a gerbil be okay? Summer's going to be coming soon, and it's just awful. Maybe, but I don't know if I'll be around for summertime, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That was a good show about gay Obama and Big Mike. That was a good show. I can't look at that. She's fucking disgusting. She's fucking hideous. There we go. This is our friend Patel Philippe. Pulling the strings, pushing the buttons behind the background, getting his entertainment. Fantastic. Fantastic. What about a stuffed animal, like a stuffed dolphin or a stuffed bear? You know, a stuffed toy animal. Maybe that would be nice. A stuffed penguin, you know. I mean, a toy. A plushie, they call it. All right, let's take some medicine here. Well, that's not true at all, Rufus. It's not true at all. I don't have anger within me. I'm not an angry person at all. I don't feel anger. I'm definitely at peace and in a serene mindset. I'm not the psychopath, Rufus. I'm not the hater. I'm not the projectionist. I'm at peace. Cancer. Well, I addressed that. Cancer in life, cancer in the world. cancers on YouTube. I kind of mentioned that. Morty, you need some whiskey, man. Will pop serotonin, right? Move to Tierra del Fuego for 6 months for cool weather. Is it cool weather in Tierra del Fuego? Really? Wouldn't it be stiflingly hot? Tierra del Fuego weather. Oh, it's actually pretty good. It's in Ushuaia, Argentina. I know somebody in Argentina. Maybe they could help me relocate there. Let's take a look at the weather. Today is 46, real feel 36. That's pretty nice. What can you do in Tierra del Fuego that's different than living in Southwest Arkansas? I don't know. If I were an everyday multi-millionaire, I would buy lots and lots of guns, watches, flashlights, paintings, guitars, drums, violins, violas, pianos, houses. You know, like Bernie Sanders. I'd have 3 houses. Houses or houses? Houses. 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 Houses? 1 house, 2 houses. Houses. I don't know. How do you say that? Yeah, he has 2 houses. He has 2 houses. Houses, I guess. Yeah. I'd buy a cement truck. I think that would be pretty cool. Get a cement truck. Nah, Chapman stick is really weird. I've seen videos of that, a long time ago on people playing it. It's too weird. Yeah. I'd buy things for people, friends of mine. Rufus. I'm addicted. I bought myself another microphone, Mort. Well, it's nice to have that much money and just, satisfy your addictions. Okay. Or fulfill your addiction. Yeah. Socialists always have the best lakefront properties. Well, it's like Obama telling everyone about global warming and rising ocean waters. And then he buys a waterfront property on Martha's Vineyard. I mean, you can't make these things up. These people are so evil. Sick, evil scum. Which couple do you think actually had which couple do you think performed a physical sex act more recently? Do you think Bill and Hillary or Barry and Big Mike, whatever their sex acts would be, which one of those 2 pairs would have had actual physical sexual contact more recently? Clinton and Hillary probably actually haven't had physical sex in 30 years. Okay. I think that's a fair statement. Maybe longer. Big Mike and Barry, they lived in separate bedrooms. They had separate bedrooms at the White House. They slept separately. I guess, except for those moments where Barry wanted that cock. then he would, knock on Big Mike's door at 2 in the morning, say, "Mike, I need a face blast." Outside of that, I don't know if they've ever had, sexual, physical activity. The Clintons have hate sex. Oh yeah, well, Bill Clinton, I can't even think about it. It's just beyond belief. Well, Hillary's into the women. That's well established, And Bill, why would Bill have sex with Hillary when he has an endless line of, young women to force himself on? He is a serial rapist. I mean, it's just proven. Rufus would never agree with what I was saying. He'd say I'm crazy, but he's a serial rapist. That's the fact. That's the criminal evidence. Rufus, man, Mort, they take up a lot of space in that old noggin of yours. Well, it must be nice to live a life totally blissful and joyful, not knowing anything about anything going on in the world. So, I guess, I don't know. It's next to Antarctica. Wow, amazing. I've watched videos about the boat ride you take from the tip of Argentina to get to Antarctica. And the waters there are violently dangerous. And, hold on, I'm going to sneeze violently again. No. Trump was more of a groper. Well, he had an active and healthy heterosexual life. Unlike Barry, who was well known at Punahou High School in Hawaii, that the guy was gay. Gay as a $3 bill. That was well known back then. But anyway. Yeah, Rufus, okay, yeah. And what about those people, the haters, the psychopaths? How much space in their head is taken up by me? They talk about me every night. I reply. See, I don't initiate. I reply. But when I don't say anything, they're always there, spreading the hate. But by the way, saying the F word in your chat gets the comment removed. Well, just type in Fike, F-I-K-E, see if that works. Or Effin, E-F-F-I-N, or F-bomb, or, F word, or, Well, Rufus, I would say this. If you kept up with if you are keeping up with what's going on in American politics and in the world, then you would agree with these things I've been saying. Mostly agree, instead of questioning my sanity or delusional behavior, alleged delusional behavior. So that's why I say those things, Rufus. Yeah. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there you go, Dubs. Fike, right. Fike, and Fike. That's from Shakespeare. I don't know whether to call my doctor, go to the hospital, go to bed, or just change the batteries in my flashlight. I don't know which one to do. I can't think anymore. Let's take a video break, a short video break.
Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge.
Step right up! Step right up! Ladies and gentlemen, see the amazing chained convict, a spectacle of sadism! Watch as he enjoys humiliating everyone he comes into contact with to fill his emptiness one face blast at a time! A true exhibit of projection! Just $5 to be humiliated by a true carnival sideshow! Get splooged and join in the true sad wonder of those that enjoy sadistic entertainment!
Hey, can I get a cup of coffee over here? It's like my father told me, Morty. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. This live streaming racket can be the ticket, but there will always be someone looking to take over as the boss. Watch yourself, Morty. There are other families in the live stream world that don't play by any code of conduct as our family does.
Listen, if anybody's watching, there's no reason to watch the show. Nothing at all is happening. I have no more to say on anything. I'm just thinking about my final demise in life and on YouTube. I have nothing to say. So feel free to hang around if you like the background music, you know, or you want to see what else is on YouTube, or, you know, or whatever else you'd like to do. JDMTL. What are we going to do with you, JDMTL? This music makes me feel like I'm in Morocco, wearing a fez hat and watching a snake charmer. This is Japanese music. Really? What have you been smoking? Is it? Let me think. Let me listen. Yeah, this is Japanese style. But you can think it's Moroccan, it's okay. Everything is okay. I mean, after all, nothing means anything. Everything means nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Maybe watch Nicholas is watching and he'll click the link to come on the show. Or watch Reporter. Wouldn't that be interesting? Floodland, I don't recall. I've talked to him 5 or 6 times on other shows. I really don't remember if he's ever appeared on my channel. I don't think he ever did, but if he ever did, it would only have been one time. I really don't think he knows who I am or what this channel is, that this channel's around. I really don't remember. So there's legislation in Oregon which may pass, which will, are you ready for this? Which will outlaw and ban hunting, fishing, and meat served in restaurants or sold in supermarkets. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding you. You just look it up. You Google that. The Democrats in Salem, Oregon, are working very hard to pass a new law that will ban hunting, fishing, and the sale of meat that's produced in Oregon. That's what it is. Producing meat for sale, poultry, beef, whatever, in Oregon. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Look it up. They're also they're also working very hard to close and ban all gun stores in the state. They want 0 gun stores in the state. That's also what they're. Of course, they don't want to ban their state police bodyguard details in Salem. You know, when they're in the legislature building. Of course not. You know. But you know. You think so, Gigad? Well, I don't agree with that at all. I think he's a great supporter. Hello, Brightling. I haven't looked at any data for Oregon. Do you know if many people are leaving similar to California? I don't know if there's as much of an exodus out of this insane state to red states as there is with like California or New York. You have to remember that only the western strip, you know, from Astoria to Portland down to Eugene, Oregon, that's all the blue, you know, nose ring wearing Bernie Sanders dopehead population exists, which controls the votes in all the state. The rest of the 3/4 of Oregon is all conservative MAGA country, you know. Which is why if they can get that annexing into Idaho for Eastern Oregon and Eastern Washington state, that would just be phenomenal. Phenomenal. It would be called Greater Idaho. And it'd be amazing. It's unlikely that meat law will pass. It's unfavorable. The bigger concern is the logging of Oregon old-growth forests. I don't know about that area, that topic. But, you know, if you live in a blue shithole state and you want to protect yourself, if you haven't purchased, protective equipment, if you know what I mean, and you're still not even thinking about it, well, it's your choice, but you should act now as fast as you can. Just my opinion. Nobody cares anyway. Nobody cares. All right, I'm going to turn off that music for a reason. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put some videos on loop, and I'll be gone about 10 or 15 minutes. And I'll come back. I don't know why, but I'll come back. And I'll see you then. I'll be gone for about 15 minutes, okay? So thanks for watching in the meantime. And I'm hearing of optic mounting problems on I'll see those. You think he doesn't know shit? I don't know. They should enforce a law that people should not be able to smell cannabis at 80 miles per hour on the highway with the intensity of sitting next to 1,000-pound high THC. Exactly. Right. All right. I'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. So leave the show, stay. It doesn't matter anymore. The channel's dead. Morty's dead, basically, or near death. So it doesn't matter. Thanks, everyone. All right, I'm back. What music did I have on? I don't know. I guess that's okay. I miss any comments? AC3 Permaband. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. We've got 10 viewers. I'm back here. I'm going to take my temperature. I don't know if what I have is related to temperature, but I will give it. I will try it out. Okay, I have an alcohol prep pad here. I will wipe down the thermometer. I think the last time I used a thermometer it was years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I don't remember. My room is dark. I need to turn on one of my flashlights. Does this use a battery or what is this? I don't even know. It says low. Well, does that mean low battery or does it use a battery? I don't know. I'll try it out. Okay. All right, I'm doing it right now. Uh-huh. Well, apparently I don't have a fever, but like I said, I don't know if what I have is related to any kind of fever. Or maybe the thermometer isn't working. Because I don't know if this uses a little battery thing or... Man, it's too complicated. Why can't you just buy those old-fashioned, glass mercury thermometers? And you don't need a battery, you don't need a digital display. It's just so fucking simple. Fuck. I'll try it later with a different thermometer. Fuck. Fucking fuck. I'll take some more pills. How come nobody wants to come on the panel and talk with cheerful Morty today? Isn't that something? Morty, did you like All Gold Everything by Trinidad James? I don't know what that means, Trinidad James. Let me look it up real fast. Oh, okay. He's a Trinidadian American rapper. Oh, by the way, I watched Michael Savage channel today. He did an outstanding video about the history of Iran and Iranian culture, and he referred to rap music and contemporary art culture as just garbage and trash. I mean, vindicated again. So I recommend everybody, or I suggest everyone goes to the Michael Savage YouTube channel and check out his show today. We just had a guest backstage and he left. What was that all about? If you want to come back, I'll bring you right on. I had to look up that thing. It's okay. Come back if, oh, hello, Herman. You want to go to Patagonia? Wow. The mouth breathe. I feel terrible. I think I have lymphoma or the flu or COVID. I really feel like I'm on the way out. You don't like Michael Savage, Herman? Well, okay, let's bring on a guest. Good afternoon.
Hey, is it time to say goodbye?
I don't know.
How come I can't?
Hey, it's good to hear from you. You kind of like this. You were disappearing for a while.
Where's my avatar?
Oh, hold on.
I don't have an avatar. That's unacceptable.
Well, that's all that's showing up. I didn't do anything.
Oh, I know why. I can't leave a comment either because it says you want to create a channel. I go, no, I don't want to activate my channel. So it won't let me do even an avatar.
Did you click on the stream? Well, of course you clicked on the StreamYard link, but I don't know why it wouldn't have your avatar.
Well,
Can you add that while you're on?
Yeah, I'm picking one, and it's not coming.
I haven't changed anything in the settings.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, this is kind of cool because you said you're temporarily away for channel construction.
Well, I was going to. Well, I didn't know, but you can't do construction unless it's active. So I really can't do anything. So I've concentrated on the X channel or the X account and get that squared away.
I see.
Before I come back.
Do you still have your active StreamYard account?
No, YouTube. I hid the YouTube channel.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Right.
So, and then I thought, well, I'll go in and I'll work on it. And it says, well, you got to put it back up to work on it.
Oh, it has to be back up for you to do change.
Yeah,
well, you can put it back up and do your construction work and then hide it again.
I guess I
in
could
between
do that.
construction segments.
But it's mostly a decision making I had to make. So
I see. I see.
that's the complicated part. And then I realize, well, you don't want to talk about that. What? So
No,
are
I
you
don't.
pushing the water? I hope you're pushing the water if you're that
Yeah, I
sick.
just went in the kitchen. I got another 16 ounce. Well, actually, I got a coffee, but I've been pushing water all day. And
Did you describe the symptoms earlier?
overall
You just-
body ache and weakness, runny nose.
Would you compare it like to an influenza or something?
It feels like flu,
Okay, well, you got to get COVID checked now. You know that.
but it could be COVID as well. But
I'm
it feels
telling-
like beginning first days of the flu or of COVID. But I've already assumed it's lymphoma, you know. So
Well, listen, it's influenza. I would rather have the COVID was simple compared to influenza. Influenza drags on. You get this Paxlovid. It's a double, like there's 3 tablets per pack, and you just follow the dosing of it, and it like in 12 hours you're better, but finish the dosing.
because I took 1 gram of Tylenol last night and today, and it didn't really affect how it usually it relieves the ache and all that. And it didn't feel any
Well,
like
that's
it did
just,
anything.
Yeah, that's symptoms. But if you got now, the only symptom I had, and you may have a different symptom, I couldn't drink water at all because my my throat hurt so bad. Now, whether you get that or not, I don't know.
I did have COVID. I guess 4 years ago. And
Oh.
it was a very intense flu. I had 103.4, 102.4, and then the next morning it was gone. I mean, the temperature dropped completely.
But you don't even have a temperature now. Do you feel well?
I just took my temp and it was normal. So.
Oh, well, just push the
But
water and.
I'm going to use a different thermometer later because these digital thermometers, I guess they have a battery inside, or I don't know. I mean,
Stay away from the alcohol.
because it said low, so maybe I don't know how this thing works. I'll have to read the little the package. But I have other thermometers too. I'll try it later. But yeah, if it doesn't go away tomorrow, I will call the doctor's office and just ask. Do you know when you get a COVID test how long it takes to get a?
Oh, I got it. I got it like within hours. I mean, I went over there.
really?
And they swabbed me, and I came home, and because I thought it was just another like influenza, like give me the meds because for the cough and the afterwards. And they said, well, you got to get tested. Okay, well, test me. Then I went home and they called me, and then they said just go to the pharmacy. We've already called it in. I called the pharmacy and they said, can I pick it up in the parking lot? No, you got to come in. I said, yeah, but I got COVID. You got to come in. So I went in.
You could send your neighbor to go pick up a prescription.
Oh, I didn't want to bother him. But the one,
You could ask somebody to pick it up for you.
Well, I felt I could do it. I mean, but it's just like there was a child over there and she dropped her toy or something. They're looking at me to pick it up, and I said, I'm sick. I don't want to infect anybody.
Right. Yeah. Well, I will. If I feel this awful tomorrow, I will call the doctor's office and ask them
would
if I
go
should.
in.
I'll ask if I should come over for a COVID test and see what they say.
Do you have just like a copay? Just go in if it's your primary physician, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll call first. I don't want to just walk in, but
Well, yeah, but you're sick.
I understand.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, because if it's COVID, they had me go around to the, just stay in the parking lot. They didn't want me to come in.
Well, I'll call and talk to the desk person and see what they recommend. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how that is. Yeah. How's the car?
I heard you and Ozzy talk. No, you and Green Room. For a younger guy, Lexus is very appealing, but I like the feel of the road. I don't want to go down the road in a luxury chair.
Well, it's up to you. So
I like it.
It's,
I mean,
it's
I
good.
still get the handling. I haven't given up anything. I still got the horsepower, all-wheel drive. It's a hatchback, which is kind of fun.
Right.
It's different. And I went into the wholesale club and I came out and I looked at it because it was early. It was like right in the parking lot. I go, man, you don't see many of these things. It's kind of, I don't know.
I've never seen one of those driving around here, or I never noticed one. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. So
I mean, I don't know if I've seen them. I just never.
it's quite unique.
Yeah. Has anyone at the village area commented on your car, like the lady at Wawa or anything? Or?
Oh man, I spoke to her. She was on break, and and then another older woman came out, and I sat with them, and she travels, man. She's going to Morocco in May. She's the cashier there, and she works part time. She works 32 hours a week there, and then she volunteers over at the hospital. And now she's going to go on this tour, guided, 5-star hotel, Morocco. Gate 1 is the name of the travel company.
Uh-huh.
So I looked that up. It was pretty cool. And the other woman said it's expensive. She goes, yeah, but I don't care. She wants to travel.
Well,
So-
she has some money and she doesn't care anymore. Just spend it.
And she lives in like the original village's development, which is on the other side of the road. And then everything went south. So this is like old Spanish trail or something, but she's on the other side. And that's the bridge to connect the villages. When you see that one on the highway, that's because the villages started on the other side of the highway.
Yeah, here's a question. What if this is just a question, okay? An imaginary question.
See, I'm
What if I moved?
cheering you up already.
Thank you. Yeah, what if I moved to Central Florida, moved into those apartments you mentioned, and I got a job at your Wawa, okay, behind the counter, either as the cook or just the cashier person. No, I'm serious, okay?
You got to say good morning to everybody.
Oh, yeah. And then you came in, all right, to buy your coffee and whatever. And I said, hey, Doxx, it's me, Morty. And you said, what are you doing here? So, well,
I may have to.
I
choose
need a
business.
job to make money, and this seemed like it's a job. It's an honest job. Would you go and tell everybody on YouTube, fucking Morty is working at Wawa? What a loser.
No, well, you got to do what you got to do. I mean,
Right.
you take some pride in that.
Right.
It's you have to do what you got to. If you need the money, you got to do it. And hey,
God.
you said you've already paid the dental bill. So the truth.
Oh, no. The credit card was used for the
I
dental
know,
bill.
but you don't owe the dentist anything.
No, the dentist got his money. That's correct. From
Right,
from
but you say
Visa
the
card.
dental bill is not going to be paid, and I'm thinking, wait a second, you paid it.
Well, now it's the credit card bill
it's your credit
for the
card
dentist
debt.
visit. Yeah. The Visa card has to be paid. The dentist got his money from Visa. That's correct.
Okay. So let's talk about this $20,000 loan. You have any collateral? Do you have any collateral?
No, nothing.
Nothing. So it would be a gift, essentially.
I have nothing. Well, it would be a
Well,
loan.
you can't. There's no way. If you can't pay your credit card, how are you going to pay a $20,000 loan?
Oh, I can pay my credit cards, but I can't get rid of them because it's just a cash flow situation. If I had a loan, say of 20 or 25,000, and I paid it back to the
Oh, now it's 25.
Well, I'm just picking out a number because it really is like 25 or 28. But let me just see here. Just 25,000 at 500 a month is 50 months, which is 4 years at
Yeah,
zero interest. That's pretty awesomely.
You can't get that anywhere. You have no collateral.
No, because they would charge interest, so and an origination fee. Because I looked into what a loans
Okay,
cost from.
so I have to look at it as a gift. And
It
20,000.
would be a gift, but I would be repaying it.
No,
$400 or
it would be
$500
a
month.
gift. It would be a gift. There's no way you could pay it back. I mean, it's
Well,
just
I don't
not-
know if I will be around for 4 years to pay it
Exactly,
back in
so
full.
it
But I would certainly make payment because it would be whoever, if this ever happened, like
And what are you
ER
gonna-
or you or Tommy or any one of the mega millionaires out there, it would be a gift, but I would pay it back monthly, as best I could. But
What are you going to use the money for, since it's a gift?
eliminate debt. That's it.
You got $20,000 worth of debt
25.
on credit cards?
And assorted debt, yeah. Actually, I have
my-
way more than that, but
Oh
the
my
pressing, crushing debt is about 25. Now, you know what's funny about this?
And-
Well, not funny, but just something to comment on. If I had a hate channel, like the other hate channels, and just screamed and yelled and screamed out anti-Semitic and racist comments and insulted everybody in the audience, I'd have 2, 3, 4,000 a month coming in every month. Isn't that amazing? Isn't
I have different views on that.
Yeah, yeah. You know, there are thousands or millions of people on YouTube. So I've seen some YouTube channels where the person is a ceramic artist or a glass artist or a singer, musician, and they're really talented. I mean, really talented. And they perform locally or sell their wares locally. And they are really talented. They're as talented as George Clooney or any Hollywood douchebag like that. And they have super chats available on their channel. And you know, when you see these people who are so talented and trying to sustain their art or their craft, and they get $10 or $20 maybe, you know. Then I see all these. Then I go back to the hate channels and I see people sending in hundreds every night. That people, you know, it's like what a imbalance in the universe, you know. Does people really deserving of support in their endeavors, creative endeavors, or whatever?
There's a demand for it. I mean, he attracts people that are willing to pay for that. That's what they want. He's given that particular group what they want.
It's amazing. Yeah. Well, you know, as it goes, just make it up.
Just make your shit up. Yeah, which
just make it up. Who gives a fuck? Just make it up.
Just lie. Just say anything you want about anybody and let it.
And nothing happens to you. That's the other thing. You could say the most racist,
and then
pedophiliac, racist, anti-Semitic, vile, sodomizing comments, and nothing happens to you.
And then they get to choose the voice to read the super chat. It could be you. It could be me. It could be
amazing.
You know, whatever.
Right. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything. I've never seen a community of people like this anywhere in my life. I mean,
well, like I say, it's to be avoided.
To be avoided is correct. So, AD Never Calling and Golden Baba are starting a new channel. Premiering on Monday,
before.
I think.
He said that before. It never happened.
Yeah. Called News Bros, and I can imagine what that would be like. Yeah. Jesus, incredible. Yeah.
I don't know if that'll last.
Trash. Breitling. Hey, Breitling. Trash. You know, there's a term called trash streaming, and if you look that up on Google, it's a whole genre of live streaming called trash streaming. And when I read about it, I go, my God, it's identically explained. It's like explaining point by point what those people do. Trash streaming.
Really? Well, it's
just take it. You know, later on, just look up trash streaming and read about it. It's amazing. Yeah.
On YouTube.
I mean, just go to Google and put in trash streaming and see what pops. What is trash streaming?
Now, unfortunately, Central Florida I haven't seen it yet, but the lady, the cashier that was out there from Wawa, she says, have you heard they're taking out the tables, the metal tables outside the chairs? And I go, why would they do that?
Yeah.
Oh, the homeless, they go down.
Oh, my God.
The homeless go down there, and there was a fight. There's a charger down there you can put in a laptop and there's a locker box for Amazon.
Yeah.
And so those two guys got in a fight because they both claimed that's their table, you know. So there was a couple down there, and they'll set it up like their kitchen table, and they'll spend all day there. So one of the stores, they just, and these are metal, they just took them out. So once again, you know, a segment of the society, you know, now it's going to make it bad on all of us.
I didn't even know that was an issue, but do you see vagrants and homeless types and people wandering the streets in the village area?
I see them come up on their bicycle, but they're not, I don't see them slumped over with a shopping cart, no.
Yeah, they're not Philadelphia, L.A., Portland, Seattle types.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like the table, so I hope they don't get rid of it.
Well, you could start a petition to the Wawa company or the owner of that location.
That'd be tough. They make a decision, but
yeah, that's it. Yeah, the guy, if it's owned by a particular individual, he would say
it's a corporation.
I'd say, well, we understand your concern, but this is the reality, and if we have the tables, it's just going to attract these vagrants. And
then I'll just grab my
derelicts.
coffee and breakfast and just bring it home.
Yeah.
What else can I do?
Right. Yeah. Wow. So the summer weather, it's changing here. Now it's in the 50s every day. And I guess by the end of the month, it'll be breaking 60. And then April, summer comes. I mean, spring and the hot sunny weather comes, so.
Here, we had a nice rain here a couple of minutes ago, but it's really dry here. It's extreme dryness in Florida, if you can believe it.
Here's another comment from Rufus we can read. Doxx, Morty allows these people to take up 80% of his mind. Well, okay, he's allowing to rent that space in his head. Tell him how much space you allow. Rufus, I disagree with your premise, but fair enough, Okay.
Well, I'll sneak a peek over there, or I'll search it just to see what's said. But I just go, I can't. It's not worth it.
No, you can't sit there and watch it more than 5 or 10
you
minutes.
can't watch it.
No,
It's
it's impossible.
impossible.
You would have to be
watch it.
someone who's very, very needy, lonely,
But I
desperate, or
realize,
ill.
that's the reason I took my channel down. I'm thinking, I asked Jax to do a pivot, basically, and I mentioned to you maybe you should pivot, and I'm thinking, I'm the one that needs to pivot. Maybe it's me.
Mm-hmm.
So
you've mentioned on your show a couple times, or at least a couple times that I've heard, where you said, Morty's channel, I've watched his show on and off, over the years, because it's 7 years. The channel is about 7 years plus now. And he says, this guy, the show, he has not changed his show style from day one.
Consistency. I mean, I went back years and I'm going, this is the same format.
Right.
He hasn't learned anything.
Well, no. So my question to that is, and I'd love to hear your comment, and I'm not comparing myself to these people. I'm just putting out, examples. The Johnny Carson show, and I'm not comparing myself at all. The show from his first episode on day one or his last after 30 years, it was the same show. Same exact format. The band, monologue, 2 or 3 guests, maybe a comedy skit. That was it. Every show was the same.
Right.
So what's wrong with every show having the same
Because he was a moneymaker at the beginning. You're not. You haven't had
Well,
any success.
I'm not talking about the money or the celebrity or the fame or the talent but every show was every Seinfeld show was the same. Every
But
Andy
aren't you-
Griffith show was the same.
But do you not want to make money on your channel?
Oh, that would be nice, but that seems to. I don't have the mental focus anymore. Like if I was 20 or 30 or even a 40-year-old paranoid schizophrenic drug addict, I just don't have that focus anymore. The energy to do all that.
No, it's just a social thing for you, just to hang out.
Well, more so than not. Yeah. Primarily, that's correct. Yeah.
But you, if you go over there and what you're allowing them to torture you. So it's
Well,
and I've said it
literally last
before.
night, I just before I turned the computer off to go to bed, I saw the haters were on, so I watched it for about no more than 10 minutes, and it's just the same. One misleading statement after the other, one lie, one hateful insult, one after the other and they all agree on everything being said, like lemmings.
And I think the host over there is like a little bit like the dog trainer, where he just has to keep talking.
Oh yeah,
So he's not even fact checking in his head.
Well,
He's just,
nobody ever checks him or questions him, or,
No, it's just funny.
or
That's just
corrects
what they
him
want to
or
hear.
admonishes him. Never.
throw a pie in a face. That's just what they want to hear.
Yeah, no one ever challenges. Nobody ever challenges over there because they don't want to risk being part of that club where they're accepted.
Floodline, that was 10 months ago. I saw because what's his name, Tanzil, did a report that I was not going to part. But I'm going to try to stick with it this time.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
like
gonna
Herman. Herman's been around my channel for years, okay? Many times in the past, a guest or in the chat or whatever. And his routine, except on rare moments where we had interesting topics that were entertaining to talk about, it's the same. Like he types in, so boring, Z, COVID, schmovid, He hasn't changed his routine in 7 years or whatever. But
Well, he was coming on singing at one time and drinking in his vehicle.
Oh yeah,
You do
yeah,
that
yeah,
for-
yeah. He makes shorts on his channel. I do watch them because they come up in my feed, my page. I don't remember what the last one was about, but yeah.
Rufus says, "Are you rebranding Doxx?" Yes. I'm going to dedicate the X channel, the X account, because I'm not in the entertainment business. I can't entertain. I'm done with that. Trying to entertain and I don't want to be a daycare center, and I don't want to be a, police
Daycare
monitor.
center. That's very well put. All right.
It's like if you're trolling, you want to, or a bulletin board where you can just come in and try out your routines. It's like I'm just not going to read them. But the X is going to be dedicated to one topic, and then I can use the YouTube one.
Now, how would
I'm
people
done
find?
covering
How would people find somebody streaming live on X? For example, the only times I've looked at X is when you say, "Hey, I put something up there. Take a look," and I'll look at something worth looking at, perhaps.
All right,
but other
all
than
right.
that, I've never searched around X to find anybody live streaming. Is that common on X? People doing live shows?
Yes. Well, I don't follow that many people, but like Trump or the military, they'll do that. And you'll just, when you go into your feed, because what'll happen is X will give you two columns. One is who you're following. The other column is what you might like, which sometimes I do like it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes you get that feed by mistake and go, I don't want to see this, and I go back
Oh,
to
I
the
see.
other feed.
So if I went on my X account and clicked on like or follow to like Don Lemon,
Or Doxx
And-
Report.
Doc, well, you already Don Lemon, CNN, Whoopi Goldberg, The
Yeah,
View.
you would get an update, or you would get a message saying live. It would just pop up there.
So
pink
Whoopi
and
Goldberg
live.
was doing a live, it would show up. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Now there's and another good thing about it, because I have I got to do my show prep, because now you're not going to be distracted with the comments, because they have to have a premium account in order to talk to you on the side.
I see.
But it's
So
only
without
on
a premium account, you can watch somebody live streaming, but you can't chat?
Well, you can, but if they were to look underneath there, they could see it. But off to the right on the StreamYard, it will have. Nobody will see it on the replay unless I put it up there.
Oh, I see.
So they can heckle me or do whatever they want, and I'll just ignore it, and then there's no record of it.
Hey, before you came on the show, there were 6 viewers, I think, 6 or 10, and now there's 22.
Well, they
How
want
about
what I'm up
that?
to, but yes, I did rebrand, and I'm no longer covering. I'm 72 years old now. I'm done doing Playboard, and I fired the Go-Go Girls. I got
Right.
rid of them. I'm not doing Morty's Playboard numbers. Nothing. I'm the Dark Star and all the satellite affiliate spin-offs. Let them go, do their thing.
Good, yeah.
And then even on the X account, like I would put up stuff like, what they had an incredible shot inside the Iranian Guard, some control center. You see it, and the explosions went off, and the Israelis were filming it. They didn't even know they had cameras in there. Mm-hmm. And it was like, I don't want to even be a news service. I just going to dedicate that to a certain topic, and then I can do other things on the YouTube channel. But
Right.
I'm not covering narcissism, personality disorders. I'm not going to do it. Sociopaths. It's not at 72.
Yeah, Rufus. Bob is constantly questioning the host. No, I mean challenging. Questioning is one thing. Nobody challenges anybody. Whether it's O'Sheen spewing hate on Tim Wright's channel, OC didn't say anything. If it's the hater spewing racism and anti-Semitism and lies, nobody challenges him. Nobody.
Well, and it's constant interruption. That's the reason they only do the panel because Archie made money doing the panel. So they think that's the way to success.
Yeah. The Archie channel, and even Patel, well, I don't know if he would agree, but when he did shows in the very beginning where it was just him by himself.
Yeah, he was hilarious at times. I was laughing
He
at it, too.
was funny.
Yeah.
Lots of LOL, laugh out loud kind of moments. Everybody was tuning in to watch the next episode.
He was hilarious because I think he was showing off his symptoms anyway. He wanted to be the center of attention, but he was
But I
funny.
mean, he would live stream his trips and his KFC adventures.
Well, he did one in the studio in his den there where he was pretending he was on a fishing boat and he threw the line out and he did the. Do you remember that one?
I don't recall that one.
And he was doing the mimicking the real sound with his
Oh, really?
Yeah, with his mouth.
Well, let me say this: he's not the only person on YouTube to ever have done a fake fishing trip show. So, but the Bing
And,
Bong.
and I initially tuned in to look at watches, get a watch review.
Well, if it's well established. If anybody out there who's new on YouTube in the searches, let's say they type in Rolex, see what kind of videos are out there talking about Rolex, or the Archie show is going to pop up.
But my point is, but he transitioned to entertainment when all those other guys got on there, the A panel, with Jimmy and Marco Ferrante and JJ, and it was entertainment. But now he's not entertaining anymore. So it's just watch talk with Mark, not with it. No, it's not working.
Oh, it's unwatchable. It's just unwatchable. Yeah. Even my show is more watchable than his unwatchable show.
Yeah, well, you get somebody on that you converse with, and it's interesting.
It's like when Ozzy Expat stops by and we talk for an hour or two or whatever.
Oh, speaking of Ozzy Expat.
Let me finish the sentence, please. Let me just finish. And then the psychopaths and the lonely people out there, they go, Ozzy is so boring. Ozzy is so dull. Ozzy is so smart but so dull, so boring. He destroys every conversation. What are these people talking about? He's very, very good to talk to.
Well, he goes on every show out there.
So. Yeah, but I mean, he's very knowledgeable, and he's polite and courteous, and he doesn't really attack other people and insult and do anti-Semitism and racist insults, and he's a very good guy, But that's not good enough,
I looked up the 5-year return for the S&P 500 and Bitcoin. S&P 500 smoked it for the past 5 years. Now, I did look up, I went to Fidelity, and I can get Bitcoin through them, and they can hold it. All they do is charge you a fee for selling it. There's nothing. They don't charge anything for holding it. But if you sell
but Ozzy's a young guy, so let's say in 20 years, his Bitcoin investment, he's projecting that it's going to be very valuable.
Okay.
A very great return.
But he did say something about S&P 500. Well, it's not doing that well. It's last 5 years it's done well. But I would buy some Bitcoin, but it would have to really tank. It'd have to get under 50,000. And dropping, and then you can never find the bottom. But I would get like a quarter of a Bitcoin, But I just in my mind it would be okay. You never get it back, $10,000, $12,000 or something.
What if a guy like Herman, for example, who has some money, he just went out and put $5,000 into Bitcoin, and said, if I lose it, I lose it. It would be like an expensive vacation.
When did he buy it? Did he buy it when it was 100?
Well, let's say he just buys it tonight. Okay. He doesn't know anything about the market, let's just say, and he just goes and buys 5,000.
Put how much?
$5,000 of it. Okay.
Yeah, that's...
And then he says, I'll see what happens in 10, 20 years, because he's young enough to be around another 10, 20
Herman?
years.
No, I don't think he's that young.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then let's say Green Room. Let's say he plunks down 5,000, says, I'll check it in 10 or 20 years and see what happens.
At his age, he should be dollar cost averaging.
Right.
But he's not even working.
Yeah, but when you're that age in your 20s, if you put $5,000, it's like, maybe I'll lose it, maybe there'll be a big return. I have a whole career to earn money.
It's speculation.
26.
You're speculating.
Yeah, that would be it. But,
you're not investing, you're speculating.
But 5,000 would also be like
gambling.
a great vacation,
It's a gamble.
To some countries.
Well, what if I buy lottery tickets for the next 5 years? I could hit one.
You could.
It's the same thing.
I buy lottery tickets. I buy a few every month, on average, about a few. And I probably, over the course of a year, I probably lose $20 over the year. That's about it. Because some tickets are $2 winner, $4 winner. So, yeah. Dirk Diggler. Love the crappy audio and constant interrupts. Who has crappy audio?
You did that. You only check the stereo now in your audio, right?
Well, since you told me that, let me just double check it again. But
I don't know.
Let's take a look here.
Do that.
Audio.
On your end.
Yeah, the only one that's checked is stereo audio. That's all.
Yeah, that'll stop you from cutting in and out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah. Herman. You see, here's another insult from Herman. Doc sounds elderly. What the hell does that even mean? Okay.
I am elderly. I'm 72.
Right. Okay.
I'll meet you at the
Herman.
fitness center, Herman. see
Okay,
if you
maybe
can keep
Herman
up with
has
me.
one or two, has a couple decades left, for earning big money.
Nobody knows what you got.
Nobody
left.
knows exactly.
But if it tanked, I could see getting a quarter Bitcoin or something.
Well, let's say somebody's worth $6 million, $10 million. It's just hypothetical. Somebody, anybody, and they go just for fun. They buy half a Bitcoin. Okay, and then they just see what happens. If they lose it, they lose it. If it's a big gain, then they made money.
Here's the thing: when they have that kind of money, that's how they have their fun. They're keeping score. They're
Right.
not going to throw it away.
Yeah. Right. I guess. Herman's got 2 decades left. Okay. Pavel, can you imagine a Herman YouTube short playing on the TSA screens at the airport, Davey?
Oh,
What a
Herman
strange
wants to
comment.
box me.
What a strange comment. Breitling, I'm described as a pudgy graphic artist from London at this point on a crusade of being triggered with an obsession for YouTube. Could only be further from reality. Drug psychosis is imaginary. Oh, I missed a comment, Breitling. Let me scroll back. Yeah. People that do not respect others do not speak up. Ah, yes.
Say
But
that again.
ultimately,
People that
they do not respect themselves enough. That's correct. Yeah, I agree.
People that do not respect others do not speak. Oh, I see.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's like a gang mentality, and so you get a victim, and everybody just starts punching.
Exactly. Yeah. Rufus, I guess I'm the weird outlier of a person who enjoys all of the content. Every channel. I don't belong anywhere and everywhere all at once. Okay. Well, I find that I see what you're saying, Rufus, but some channels, a person who's sound-minded would say this channel or that channel is revolting. Why would I watch it?
And that's the reason I push back on AD never calling. Is it a year of unity? No, I don't want unity.
There's no unity.
I don't want it.
Oh, you don't want unity.
No, I have standards. I don't want lower end consciousness. No.
You don't want low-effort ejaculators for your unity
I don't
friends.
I want higher consciousness. I'm not going down to them. Just I got friends. I can let's no.
Here's Dirk. Lex, you want to join my gang?
There you go.
Right.
The Cholos, the L.A. Cholos.
Oh, who knows?
I learned that term from one of the town I lived in from a younger guy. I really don't know what it means.
Well, there's Cholos, Latino or Latina, Hispanic, and what's the other one that's...
What's the most terrible one?
Oh, hold on. Latina or Latino, Hispanic, and Mexican, and there's another one. I forgot the term. And people in L.A. who are not of Mexican descent, they don't know which word is which. And then they came up with Latinx or Latinx, whatever it's called. And I actually saw Jason Alexander, George, on some talk show because he's a super Hollywood lefty, and he was referring to Latin people as Latinx or Latinx. And oh my God, this guy, as nice as talented as he is, he's out there.
He's an incredible talent, and his intellect. I watched him on the Television Academy interview about Seinfeld. It was excellent.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't be further than away from the character of George.
Isn't that interesting? Right. Well, he's analyzed his character extremely well to create.
Well, he analyzed the show. He says it was never about nothing. It had to be funny, not cute,
right.
not cutesy or funny.
Yeah. Rufus is a lot like Magpie, in my opinion. 18th Street SA. Right, okay. Vato, whatever. Yeah, there's Hispanic, Latino, and there's another word. I forgot what and people never know. They won't always want to be politically correct, so they never know how to address somebody of Mexican ancestry. But I think Cholo was like a gang person
Yeah.
or a gang girl, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Dirk Diggler would know the definitions of all these terms, but
Well, there's a murder gang out there that does. I forgot the name of it.
the Chicago Street Blasters,
No, the Mexican. It's like the worst.
Mexican Mafia,
Of the, no, let me look it up here.
the Southsiders, Sereños,
No, this is. It's not
The
a
Burrito
cartel. I mean, the
Blasters.
cartel is bad, but it's like
yeah.
key violent Mexican groups. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not worth looking up.
Everybody has to be labeled. If you're a liberal, everyone has to have a label when you
Well,
address
see, you know
people.
why that is? They
Why?
label everything.
Right,
Because
everything.
then they think they know what they're dealing with. They've quantified it. They understand it. But you don't. You just gave it a label, like Homo sapien. What the hell is
Right.
that? Oh, we know what it is. It's Homo sapien.
Well, people
Oh,
on there's people on YouTube who are more homo than sapien, but
They
yes,
find
I
all these
understand.
dinosaurs and they give it a name. Once you give it a name, say we've categorized it, we know what it is. No, you don't know anything. You don't know. No.
Wait a minute. Once they discover a Tyrannosaurus Rex and they research it for decades and decades, yes, they've never seen one, but they have ideas about what it really was.
Well, it was a meat eater. It was big. It was,
They have the dinosaur. They have fossils. They have,
but
all
that's
kinds
about-
of analytical research they've done. But
That's
they've,
about
of
all
course,
they
they've
know.
never seen one. You know.
Oh, I love it when they try to put groups of animals together. Well, that's the cat family. Well, that's the dog family. Well, the hyenas. Well, they don't know.
Well, I mean, you have canines. You have
It's an
equines.
It's a evolution propaganda.
Evolution. So equines cannot be separated from felines or canines. Of course, they're separate. They're separate branches of their species. Whatever. Okay.
Nature always throws something in.
Whatever. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You know who I'm fascinated with is this. What's the guy's name? He used to be for Fox, and now he's Tucker. Tucker
Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, this guy's out there. He's got some weird stuff.
Yeah, he's kind of.
I don't know. It's weird.
He's kind of. Do you think he's like kind of losing his mind a little bit? He's
Yeah,
like
it might
flipping out
be.
a
He's
little bit?
sincere, but he was like I follow. I'm spiritually based. I study this, metaphysics and spirit and the UFOs, and he's talking about, there's spirituality on the UFO. The aliens they're spiritual. I think. Well, I don't know what that means. I don't know what his definition of spiritual is.
I don't know.
Interdimensional doesn't mean there's. I mean, does a spirit need a spacecraft to thump?
I don't know.
Thump down.
Whatever happened a week ago when Trump was talking about the alien files? I haven't seen anything in the news in the last week about.
Well, there's the Democrats and the Republicans are getting together. He's got a speech. Alara Trump, his daughter-in-law,
Right.
She's asked him, and he's playing coy, but he said I'm working on a speech, and there's
So
gonna
it's
be
all being prepared for release. is what you're
national
saying.
security implications and that. So, but. And this is kind of the direction why I'm doing my X account is because there's a component. There's so many people it's almost a religion now. They got to know. Look what they can teach us. They're not the Messiah. They're not. You already are. You don't need them for that. And I think they're going to be very disappointed because you probably never see one in your lifetime. If you're going to go look up and touch the craft, okay, so. It's almost like a religious experience.
It's like going to a Toyota dealer and touching the car, like so.
Yeah, or
Is it that common now? Like when you talk about a moon mission, nobody
And
even
I have
cares
a lot of
anymore.
respect for the documentary guy, James Fox, but he really wants to know, and he spent all this time. It's like, man, was it worth it?
Well, for some people, yes. It's like
I
for some
gave him
people,
credit
certain
for it,
things are
but-
worth it, no matter the cost. Yeah.
But they may never give us the really good stuff. But we
I mean,
already
it's like
know.
Albert Schweitzer dedicating his career to work in poverty in Africa. Was it worth it? He would say yes.
Yeah, but in my mind, if you do a minimal amount of research, and you've had government hearings on it, and it's classified, you already know there's something there. I don't need Trump to tell me, yes, they're real.
Well, yeah, but okay, but the classified information could, because it could contain actual photos, movie footage.
They have the smoking gun, if it does exist, a 16 millimeter film where they landed and one got in a Jeep with some Army officials and they went and had a
Well,
conference.
to see what
Now,
they
if
look
they
like
show
and how they
that-
communicate is not known.
Well, apparently that's if they can build the spacecraft, they know how to communicate by thought or how.
Well, who knows? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they're already here. They live in Chicago, and you can recognize them because they're 500 pounds and scream and yell at the top of their lungs.
Well,
you
there's
know.
supposed to be a
So that's how they communicate.
UFO, a UAP that's crashed in South Korea. It's so big they couldn't move it, so they built a building around it. And you got congressmen talking about that, so you can go visit it. It's massive.
In Egypt, really? Okay.
No, not in Egypt. No, South Korea.
Oh, South Korea, right. So you're saying it crashed and it was so huge they had to build a
They
building
just build, and
to
the people
contain
in the
it.
building don't even know that it's there, but they it's part of some building, but there's that one room, I guess. I mean, it's one large area that nobody can go in, but it's a massive. They're hard to move.
I see. I sit on no fence, Dirk and Doxx. Your content is not on another level, my friend, and believe in no labels. We are who we are. You're labeling now, Doxx.
Well, civility, I know when somebody's not civil or not, or when somebody's lying, and I don't want to be around them. So is that labeling?
Pete Hegseth, he's fantastic, isn't he? Fantastic.
Well,
He's a real Secretary of War. He's not a
yeah, he is. But
pink
the other
underwear,
guy, that
pink
Dan,
panty wearing Biden appointee.
that Dan Kane who planned everything, they got these military geniuses, man. And we get them, and they know what they're doing.
Doxx, please explain in evolutionary terms why the giraffe's neck is so long.
Well, let's go with the polar bear. It's not evolved, it's gene deletion. And it used to be a grizzly, and then you're going to have some changes, you're going to have some gene deletion, and then there's a gene that got deleted, so now they can digest fat. A polar bear does not eat meat, it eats blubber. That's all it eats. It'll leave the carcass. It just wants the fat because that's
Well, also the
highest
white fur,
energy.
that might be from over thousands or millions of years.
Yeah.
Or hundreds of thousands. It adapted to
look
the,
at dogs. Why
to
do we
the
have different
environment.
dogs? It's from the wolf, and it's just gene deletion.
Yeah, a little toy poodle is related to a wolf. Yeah.
Now, if a dog if the wolves won't tear it to pieces, let's say it's a German Shepherd or it's a wolf, if it breeds with the wolf pack, it's gonna resort right back to the wolf, the offspring.
Davy Smalls, Pete Hegseth is nuts. Oh,
I'm
okay.
not saying the content, it's just going to be different. You got to just follow. If you like the content over there, stay over there. You know, I'm not saying mine. It's a different level. It's thinking, and it's going to be spiritually based. It's going to be what I've studied, so I'm into it.
If you went to find a new doctor, okay, let's just say you wanted a new general family doctor, and a friend of yours says, "Oh, I go to Dr. Levine. She's really
He's
good.
the best. You should go to him.
She's really good. I recommend you go to Dr. Levine." And you go, "Okay." So you make an appointment, and you walk in, and Rachel Levine is a guy wearing a dress, you know, and makeup. Would you?
No.
Would you
I'm out
continue the
door.
visit or
I'd
just
say,
leave?
excuse me, I got an upset.
Exactly.
I left my
Because the
car in
person
car.
is deranged. They have mental disorders, and I don't want them treating me. Yeah. So.
But I would have my 2-page medical history with me, just in case it turned out to be a good
Right,
doctor.
right. But I'm not any doctor who believes in, you know, mutilating children and
Oh, did you watch any of that?
and wears dresses and makeup, and they're a guy. I mean, they're just deranged.
Did you see that hearing where they were going after Minnesota Governor Walz?
I just saw a couple clips. I didn't see anything that was volatile.
What's
or
even
exciting.
better, which they don't show, is the Democrats in there, before they got to the heavy hitters, the interrogators.
Right.
Oh, we care about people in Minnesota. Now this is billions of dollars gone down the drain. Didn't go
Hundreds
to
of billions.
anything. We care about people, and it's like, really? This is the reason you don't vote for them.
If you care about people, why would you waste $100 billion?
They can't run anything. No, it's
No,
just
Democrats can't run it. Everything a Democrat touches turns to shit.
yeah.
It's absolutely true. And if you want to just qualify that, I would say anything a liberal touches turns to shit. You know. But yeah. Rufus, I got rid of my X account. Just one more trash bin I don't need. I have too many already. CRISPR M.
Well, now, that's an interesting point. I'll lose all my viewers. I understand that, because not only the material, but maybe I shouldn't be with those viewers, you know, because I don't, I don't enjoy them sometimes too. So
Sure.
it's like, I'm not interested in Playboy. I'm not interested in some of this stuff, or the shenanigans, or the Animal House, or the constant, needling, or, let's light up somebody, let's get them angry, or the daily drama nonsense. No.
Well, I mean, those shows are good if you're into pegging and prison sex. I guess they're pretty good.
But I'm also interested in maybe finding a larger audience, or just, I'd rather have 50 that are really into it,
Right.
I can
Can you imagine Tim Waltz being vice president with Kamala Harris?
Oh, God, or Kamala, it would have been over.
It would have been over. The country would have been over. Yeah. Collapse. It would have collapsed. Yeah.
He didn't know anything. They asked him. I mean, it was
Well, I heard
sad.
one question where he said, "I don't know. I wasn't governor then." So then the woman congressman asked him,
yeah.
"Well, okay, what about in 2024?" He goes, "Well, I don't know about that." So she said quite correctly, "So you said you didn't know because you weren't governor, but now you are governor and you still don't know anything about it."
And what was his retort? I'm not here to be your talking
Whatever,
point or
yeah.
something. Some
Despicable
nonsense.
people, despicable.
And then finally, one woman says, "I'm recommending you for charges."
Absolutely.
Well, I'm still going to be on YouTube, and then I can kind of loosen up a little bit. But I got to dedicate the other one, so I can't do the mixing, like the UAP stuff. And see, I thought I'd go over to X and I could play my mashup music and the stuff I want to listen to. But I thought, well, that'll take away from the metaphysics. So I'm really going to concentrate on the metaphysics.
Can you explain in a simple definition what is metaphysics?
It's the underlying cause, of everything. Well, it's like the quantum mechanics, like trying to find the absolute bottom, what the creative cause. But it's changed. It's morphed because now there's a lot of other things. But I'm going to do that on the show. Mm-hmm. But I got a graph here somewhere.
Max Carter, U.S. House votes 357 to 65 to block release of congressional
Yeah, it's a
sexual
perk of the job.
Incredible, right?
It's a job perk.
Incredible. Yeah, all the liberal Democrats are all pathological career liars.
Well,
And they're sick, twisted, demented, delusional, deranged people. And
or
hateful,
they're such
hateful
goody
people.
two-shoes, they're going to get us killed,
A debate between Morty and Tommy. Well, would it be a debate or a conversation between Morty and Tommy regarding the conflict in Iran would be interesting. I have zero desire to talk with Tommy about world politics or American politics. Yeah, let him stay. He's well suited on that channel talking to, Curly and Doc BBW and whoever else is there. That's fine. I have zero interest in that.
Okay, here, take a look at this
Morty's self-educated and would make the debate much more difficult than against a knuckle dragger. Well, okay. If you put it out there, it's up for debate, criticism, and analyzation. Okay, got it. Should I bring this on? Should I bring this up?
Yeah, and I'll just show you something.
All right, 1 second.
It kind of it gives. The
I might have
differences.
to remove something. It's not showing up.
All you have to do is add it to this stage.
Yeah, I did, but it's not.
Oh, because you got a background up.
Oh, right. Okay, let me remove that. That's probably it. Yeah. There we
There
go.
you go. There you go.
Okay. So what do we have here?
Okay, so metaphysics, it's a branch of philosophy. To understand, describe, theorize about the fundamental nature of reality. That's what they try to do with quantum mechanics, and they've never been able to do it. Being, substance, universal mind, matter. And see, science will only cover things it can measure. So like consciousness, they won't even talk about consciousness or the mind. They don't even think the mind exists. Now, there's a problem with that because we all use it. So we're all familiar with it. So they
You
can't.
mean scientists? What about the field of neuroscience and psychiatry?
Well, that's
Doesn't that
the
study
brain
the mind?
and behavior, that kind of thing. But as far as the mind, not the brain, but the mind, what is the mind? Well, they don't think it exists, or like love.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Okay.
Or consciousness. They don't even touch it because they don't know what it is, so how can they measure it? Or intelligence. What is intelligence?
I don't know these things. What about religious leaders? Do they talk about the mind?
Well, no, they're more into traditions and dogma, and I'm not a religious person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. This is what I'm going to discuss on the channel or on the X.
Mm-hmm.
I had another really good one here. What did I do with it? And then the mysticism is when you have a spiritual experience or a way of life. And it says the goal is to have a direct encounter. So metaphysics, that's the reason you meditate, you want a direct encounter. You unite with the experience. Now, once you've had that experience, for instance, let's say you walk over somewhere to the beach or you're by yourself, it's dark, and you see a triangular shaped UFO go up the river. Just you. You're the only one that saw it. And you rub your eyes and you hear a little buzzing and the lights are blinking and it goes away. Now, you're not part of the faithful anymore. You know it's real, right?
Right.
That's what you want in mysticism. You want that experience. So now it validates.
Well, I think, could you say similarly, when I go look at the psychopathic channel and I go, these people are deranged.
You always come back to that. See,
I know they're deranged. I don't need any more.
They own you, Morty. See,
No,
they
don't.
own you.
No, they don't. No.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. I appreciate you saying that. I know what you're saying, but no, it's not true. I live all day long and I don't think about them. When I do my show, I'll talk about them because maybe I saw a clip where they're talking about me. But
so if you forget them, put them out of your mind. Mm-hmm. They're gone. They don't matter. They don't mean anything.
Well, they don't.
Unless you give them power. Unless you care
I
what
see
they
what you're
think.
saying. I know. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So the mysticism, once you have that mystical incident, you're no longer part of the faithful. Now you know there's something there, and it's a wonderful thing. If a bus driver can get it, anybody can.
Yeah, but that's a very deep topic, which I could continue, but I don't want to get into it too much because then it'll just be ridiculed and
They own you. Who cares what they think?
No. Well, that's absolutely
about
correct.
anything.
But they'll be misattributing what I've misquoting
Well, I
what
know.
I've been saying.
And that's part of the show.
Exactly. Just make it up.
And it's all fun and games until they go after their own. Then they start eating their own over there. Then they learn. That's the only way.
Well, you know
they
who's the most sensitive of that entire crew is the leader.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's
That's the reason he can't stop talking.
That's right. And that quote, which you might have or I might have, or Green Room has, when he went on the Green Room show, and he said in his toughest Al Capone Chicago style of delivery, he said, "Take that back, Green Room, what you just said." Whoa, he's sensitive.
Yeah, and
he's sensitive, little boy.
And he's definitely quid pro
Jesus.
quo. Like, I'm over here, I'm giving it a thumbs up. So be nice to me because I just gave you a
Take
thumbs
that
up.
back. It was like Edward G. Robinson. Yeah, you take that back. See? Yeah, Green Room. Yeah. Incredible. How come there are no actors around like Edward G. Robinson? Great actors. They don't look like George Clooney or Ben Affleck.
It's all about
or Walter
all about
Brennan
looks now.
Walter Brennan.
It's all about looks, and it's tough because you get in one hit. Now how are you going to make a living?
People
you can't
who
get another
look
hit.
like regular people but are great actors. Also, who would be in that category would be Charles Durning. You remember him? Charles Durning. Lots of film and TV work, and
Yeah.
very, very, very good. But he looks like the guy next door, just a regular. But he has all this. Ernest Borgnine as well, tremendous actor, great career. But they don't use people like that anymore. Everyone has to look like some homo fashion model from the Abercrombie.
Well,
and
it's a
Fitch catalog,
it's a business. It's a
business.
you got to get the money up front, and we can't do it unless we have these beautiful people on.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Okay. When Aussie expat got his first
Oh, I missed
Daytona,
that one.
it was a very spiritual experience. Can getting a luxury product be a spiritual experience?
Maybe for a day, but it's not spiritual. What did Fletland say?
A brain is not a mind.
They do,
This
Doxx.
is where we leave science and enter religion.
Oh, okay.
Dirk,
Say that
Rufus,
again,
I still
Rufus.
like you, even though, in my opinion, you're kind of a fence sitter. But hey, what do I know? Don't worry, the ultimate fence sitter is Magpie. Whoa. Those chuckleheads just get together and agree with each other. Absolutely correct. It's a giant masturbation party. That's exactly right.
Not religion. So now Pavel here says, a brain is not a mind. That is where we leave science and enter religion. I'm not interested in religion. I will never talk religion. I'm not going to badmouth them, but I'm not going to talk bad. If that works for them, fine.
How would you differentiate the word brain from mind?
Look at
Like,
it
for example,
as a radio.
somebody might have a brain, but somebody
All right,
else
well,
could
now
say,
you
yeah,
ask
he
me a
has
question.
a brain, but
You ask
somebody
me a
could
question.
Say,
Let me
someone could say,
answer.
yeah, let me just clarify the question. So people could say, oh, that guy's got a brain, but he's out of his mind. So, for example.
The original question was, before it got diluted and
Yeah.
dirtied
Deluded.
up,
Thank you. Yeah.
between a brain and think of the brain as a radio receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And some can really tune well and others can't, but the signals are weak or whatever. And the mind is out there. That's my thing. You can't have individual minds because we couldn't be able to. The language in my mind would be different than the language in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't have so I think really there's just one mind, which is the mind of God. So that is your mind. You have a deep in the very center of your mind or your beingness. There it is. Everything's there. That's the reason I say you don't need a watch to validate yourself. You already are. You're all things.
Do you think it certainly is about validating oneself. People who are insecure and needy and want that validation from themselves or others in their cult. But it's also just fun to have something
Yeah,
that's
if it's
really
fun,
nice.
listen. Yeah. If you want a Ferrari, you got the money, and it's just fun, and that's all it means to you, okay, fine.
I mean, like when you bought a $100 flashlight, which sounds ridiculous, but in fact it's not. That's not validating anything. It's just buying a quality flashlight.
Right, but a Rolex is way over the top. Because every G-Shock I got in here is better than a Rolex. It's more accurate.
Oh, absolutely correct.
So
Yeah,
what
but
you're
no one's going to
doing-
be impressed with the G-Shock. That's the
Right,
thing.
so you're trying to impress somebody.
You can't flex the girl over at the Pittsburgh Wawa wearing a G-Shock. Right.
Boy, I
But a
had
G-Shock, a
I had
Casio is a better watch
strange
as a watch,
strange
yeah.
encounter at the fitness center. I'm at the
Aliens?
tail end of the workout. I'm on the elliptical. I'm just huffing and puffing. This girl gets on. Now they're all open. Nobody's on it but me. And she comes up and gets on the right side of me. And I can see her looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I look over there and she goes, "Good morning." I go, "Good morning." And then, I'm going at it. And she said something. She got some tattoos on, but she said something like, "Well, you're just going to have to go faster."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "No, I'm going to go to Wawa and have my coffee." And she was young.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she talking to an old geezer like
And
me?
she was what, 20s, 30s?
She's probably in her 20s, I would think.
Maybe, no, I'm just thinking as an idea, maybe she thought, here's a guy, a village mega millionaire. Maybe he could use a girlfriend on his side to take care of.
Cost me. That's
Right.
possible. I can do better. If I'm going to pay, I would do better than that.
Do you have flashlight envy, Mort? No, I have a couple of beautiful flashlights that they're fantastic quality.
Aren't you glad I talked you into them?
You did. I thought your flashlight talk was insanity, but Not was just not insanity.
Different
Just,
animal.
just absurd.
Different
But,
technology.
The difference between a $15 ever-rated flashlight from Save-On, Walgreens, compared to a real flashlight, it's not even the same product category. Yeah. She wanted a sugar daddy. That could be it. Yeah. Right. You got, I think that might have been it. She was looking for a sugar daddy. Right. GD is in the room. Oh, GD. Hey, look at this. Channel member GD for 17 months.
Bad news, GD. Leadership, discipline, diligence, integrity, civility. I'm done covering the Archieverse. I know I've done it before, but I'm done. I'm done this time. Mm-hmm. Knock on marble.
Very good.
I think the X account's going to take a lot of my time. I want to do quality work, and there's no audience to speak of, so I can't do any interaction. So I got to prepare, get the stuff out, and
Do women, attractive women, let's say, who meet your standards of that's a very good-looking woman, do tattoos and a nose ring put you off completely?
not completely, but
Right. So one of those cow bovine rings in the nose. you could go out with somebody like that? Or? I couldn't.
no. And then they get the purple hair and the orange hair, but
Right.
I'm just. But I'm 72 now. It's like, basically, it's over mostly.
Well, maybe not. Blaine, I honestly cannot remember the last time a United States naval ship
Did you see
sunk
that, Morty?
a battle. Oh, fantastic!
Did you
It's like
see
a
the
World
actual?
War II movie with Burt Lancaster or Clark Gable. It was
Not like-
phenomenal.
No, but did you see the ship when it hit?
Yeah,
it? I mean, it lifted it
Pow!
out. It lifted it out of the water
phenomenal.
and broke it in half.
Yeah, just right out of Hollywood, 1940s. Just
Well, they couldn't
fantastic.
do that back in World War II.
Oh yeah, that's
You can punch a hole in it, and it's a slow death for somebody.
Yeah, right. So just based on a true story. This is a beautiful film. I mean, it's just a beautifully done film. And maybe I'm sure Blaine Cole has seen it. It's called Sink the Bismarck. It's a British film, like 1960, around acting, the directing, everything, just beautifully done. And it's based on a true story about the German battleship, the Bismarck, and the British trying to take it down. And it's a factual account of what happened. And in the movie, the Bismarck, which was a gigantically powerful battleship, it launched, what do you call those giant guns on the battleship, It fired at a British ship called the Hood, HMS Hood, I guess you'd call it, and it just, boom, just totally evaporated, not evaporated, but...
Well, it hit a magazine storage or something.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. And it just, like what you saw in that Iranian footage, the whole thing just blew out of the water. The entire ship was, and the crew just, over in a second.
The Hood was like their top ship, I think.
That was one of their primary vessels, yeah. But that's a beautiful film if anybody wants to see it. And if you go looking for it, make sure it's not the colorized version.
Now, what does this mean by Pavel? It's all acronym.
It's all an anachronism.
Old-fashioned?
Anachronism. Look it up.
I did. It says something old-fashioned. Acronistic, old-fashioned, belonging to appropriate period of time.
Did you hear the Psychopath? There was somebody on his show when I watched that 5 or 10 minutes. His screen name was, what was it called? The pronunciation was just classic. I can't remember what it was. Never mind. Not important. The U.S. sub said, peekaboo. Right. Yeah, but now we're blowing ships out of the water. I mean, that's just fantastic, right?
And it broke it in half just from the ship's weight. It blew up under the ship, I guess. And
I think it said there were like 30 survivors and the rest of the crew.
Oh, they went
100 or
right
so,
down. It went
just
right down.
Just dead. Yeah. But so they've all gotten their virgins now in
You
the
got a super
afterlife.
chat.
I'm catching up, right? Hello, Al. The diamond earring in the nose that Indian women have always worn is very attractive. Really, yeah, I'm not. I can understand that, but I
If
just
it's
don't
done
like
well.
any nose and ear, cow rings in the nose or stuff like that. Yeah. A nail in someone's forehead, Blaine, Morty, do you know of a person who goes by Lux? Of course. Yeah. The guy from Thailand. Yeah. GD, 100 pesos, super chat, channel member Lex. Is there any worthy successor to the #1 news provider for the Global Watch community?
If he does these notes, Jax. He listens to all
Jax
the
is
shows.
deeply involved with, but he does have a good perspective on these things. So he's in it, but he's still out of it enough that he sees what's going on. Not completely, but much. Yeah, he sees much. And yeah, Jax. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. I paid $20 for rechargeable flashlights with high lumens, a 2-pack. They work great. I'm done paying more for what's supposedly better. Well, that may have been a good flashlight, but when you get into the $50 price range and up, compared to an Energizer flashlight from the drugstore, it's just not even comparable.
Here's this. I got to tell you what I paid for my most expensive one. Gear. Go to flashlights.
Okay. Hurritan, how you doing, Hurritan? $5 super chat. Morty, we've seen this rerun before. The Taliban won and still are in power. Yeah, but we never had Trump before. That's what you're missing in that, Hurritan. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much.
Okay, I bought a Olight Marauder Mini, $192.59.
Wow. Have you used it?
Yes.
When would be an occasion where you would go to?
She
when
says
would
don't
be an
put it on any
occasion
of
when
the houses.
Yeah. When would be an occasion where you would go for that flashlight?
Right here,
situation,
if I heard something outside, because it has the ability to go from a spot to a flood back to a spotlight. And it'll go across the golf course. It'll go to the other side of the golf course.
Is it too bright?
Well, no, you can,
Because you'd
it
be
has
illuminating people's houses.
It has different settings. You can take it down or take it up. It has a thumb dial where you can just have it low enough you can look at your watch if you want it.
That kind of thing could probably light up a baseball stadium at night.
It's amazing. So I have it in the laundry room. So if in case I have to go outside,
I think if you were up in the Canadian mountains looking for Sasquatch, that would be a good flashlight to have.
Now, if I saw a UFO out there, I would never put the light on the UFO. I would never do that.
Because
they got a beam, they'll shoot back
They might
at you.
laser your ass, right?
Yeah, and that has happened. I've read it. This guy in Georgia did it. He had a million lumen light, and his kids were sleeping out. And this is documented. This is made it all the way into the book. And he put the light on it, and immediately it was hit with a beam. And it kind of burned him, and then later he got some tumors all over, and he died.
So Rufus's 2 for $20 flashlight would have been a better choice. Right. Trump's had 2. Yeah, right. Okay, Hurritan. Right. Rufus, you'll be back, Doxx. You'll be back.
Well,
they always
I
come
know
back.
you can. I know. I mean, I did it 10 months ago, and then I came back. But I've got such a tremendous number of folders, and I'm basically I'm a student, so I'm going to just go back and go through it all. And if it helps a couple people, it's worth it. If I get 0 views, then I don't know. I guess I could put it up there for a while, just leave it up there. But I don't think I'll even put hashtags. I'm just gonna put it up and see.
Right.
Build it, they'll come. They'll play. Like the baseball show, the Field of Dreams. You build it, they'll come.
I never saw that movie. Is that with Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
I never saw that film. And is that a Robert Redford directed film? I think.
That I don't know.
And Darren McGavin, I think, is in that. Robert Redford, it is. He wanted Darren McGavin in the movie. And I saw an interview with Darren McGavin.
You're thinking of a different one, aren't you?
There was a baseball movie with
Robert Redford, but this is a different one.
Anyway, the movie that Robert Redford directed or starred in about a baseball guy.
Yeah, The Natural.
The Natural, that's it. Darren McGavin was in it, and on the interview, who I always liked. Okay, and he said he's not in the credits. So the reporter said, "How come you're not in the credits, but you're in the movie?" He goes, "Well, Redford really wanted me in the movie, and we couldn't figure out on the billing, how to do that with my agent and him and me, and so I just said, fuck it, just put me in the movie. I don't care about the billing, the level of the billing."
So you're telling me Redford directed himself?
I think he directed that. Let me look that
Now
up.
I gotta find out.
It's one of those two baseball movies, The Natural, and that was Barry Levinson. Okay, with Robert Redford. Okay, so Robert Duvall, Glenn Close, Kim Basinger, Robert Redford were the stars, and Darren McGavin said, "Fuck the billing, just put me in the movie. I'll do it." You know.
Now, Field of Dreams.
But pay me, of course. I want to be paid. You know.
That was with Kevin Costner.
So I never saw that movie,
That's a
The
pretty good
Natural
one.
or Field of Dreams.
You haven't seen either one?
No. I should watch those because I guess they're pretty good. Guy Gadwa, is it true Trump soils his underpants, Morty? Unbelievable. Most disturbed? Well, one of the, but not the most, right? He is in Thailand, that's correct. Allegedly, supposedly.
GD, I thought you were done. Yourself.
GD, again, 100 pesos. Lex, will Jax be able to offer playboard coverage in an impartial manner since he benefits from super chats? Will he be able to warn us that super chatting grifters means your money wasted?
Not.
Well, he has to come up with his own tagline. Not
He's
your
got to
money
correct
wasted.
the audio for one thing, but he's on an iPad, so
Right.
he has some limitations. But you have to put some work in ahead of time. But I enjoy doing. I mean, people wanted to know, and I kind of wanted to know, but I'm not anymore. I'm done. I'm not at 72. I'm not.
Right.
looking
Now,
at
let's
Playboy.
say Pete Hegseth called you up. And he said, we're releasing the Alien Files, Doxx.
Yes.
I've been watching your channel. I know you're following it
What
with
do you
great
say?
interest.
Advise us, please.
Would you like to come and meet the aliens at the press conference? Would you go?
I mean, he's going to have live.
He's going to bring an
aliens there?
alien to the press conference. Would you go
No.
to meet
No.
the alien? You
No.
wouldn't.
No,
Why not?
I just wouldn't.
You'd watch it on TV, though, but you
I
wouldn't
watch
go.
it on TV, but I don't think the current status, from what I'm reading, there's none left that are alive.
Well, okay.
But speaking of that, I turn on the tube and I get it's not Hegseth, but who's the DHS woman? No, Christy Nome.
Christy Nome. Yeah.
Oh, she was fired. She was fired. And I go, wait a second. No, she was reassigned. But even Fox
He
News
removed
is
her from
saying-
the office and replaced her and gave her a new position.
Yeah, she was reassigned. That's not a firing. But even Fox News, they say she was fired. She
Well,
was fired.
it sounds more red meat if you say she was fired.
Yeah. They make the shit up.
No, she's still there. They're changing positions on March 31st.
I saw her. She's got a husband and kids, and
she's
you know,
great.
she's served. Can you imagine the work you have to do for President Trump? That's the reason there was one guy that went in he went to help out. Was it the FBI? He left.
Dan Bongino. That guy. I
That
don't
kind
know
of
why he
pissed me
left.
off. It's like, you had too much fun out in the private sector making the money. You didn't want to serve.
Here he got this. We have a guest backstage. What do you
gotta
want
go.
to do, Doxx?
I'll let him on.
Okay. When he got that position of assistant director or deputy director of the FBI, he was so thrilled and honored.
Until he
to
saw
do
all the
this.
work he had to do.
And then he left. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
that. I mean, what a... You knew what the work
And now he
entailed.
expects me to watch him.
I'm
No,
not going to
gonna
watch him. No, he blew it in my book. Yeah. Let's bring on a guest. Hurricane, a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Panel thoughts on the behavior of the U.S. arresting a decorated Marine, exercising his First Amendment right to disagree with the reason. Well, he was causing a disturbance in the Senate, so that's why they had him removed. So I think that was the story. Not that he can't, speak up. That wasn't the issue. Let's bring on a guest and see what happens. Hello, Puck.
G'day, how are we doing? Someone was
Yeah.
just in my live stream and invited me over here because I was unboxing a new lightsaber.
Oh, really? Who told you to come on? Who suggested coming here?
Don't remember their name.
Right. Okay. You got a new lightsaber. Oh, Doxx Report just left. Oh. Okay. Well, Tell us about the lightsaber.
This one's all steel. That's why it was on sale, because now they're doing machined aluminium. But this thing is so fucking chunky. Whoops. Don't do anything fun yet.
Truly lost.
Stop.
You can talk to it?
Hold on.
Power off.
There we go. Yeah, so that's how thick and chunky the steel is.
Now, how do you use that in your daily life?
You just play with it and have fun. This is like a big milestone for me after going through like years and years of like fucking trauma and shit, being abused over money and stuff. I'm finally away from all of that, and I'm buying myself some fun things.
There you go.
And so, yeah, I've wanted one of these for like 10 years, man.
Let me just say thank you to JDMTL 279 Super Chat. Thanks very much. Is there any channel doing red meat? It's getting boring. Well, we don't do red meat here, JD. So, but thank you for the Super Chat.
Hold on, I'm putting my grub screw in, and then we'll get a blade in it.
So you just got this today?
Yeah, I just picked it up just then. I just did my first unboxing. I haven't put the blade in it yet. I haven't even taken the plastic off the blade.
Right. Is this your first lightsaber?
No, this is my third one. This one's going to be a gift for a friend, and I've already got two set up for me that I like.
Do you know other people who have lightsabers?
No, that's why I'm getting my friend one. So
what kind of price does a lightsaber go for?
They used to be like $5,000 each when they first started, like 10 years ago. But now you can get them for like $200 Australian. And oh yeah, here's the company I go through. Yep, Saber Forge and all them are still shit. And this is Aussie Sabers in Australia. Yep, they give me a T-shirt because I keep buying too much shit.
Can you walk into Walmart with a lightsaber, or will they block you from entering?
Depends if you're dressed up in costume or not.
Ah, right.
Yeah, as long as you look like you're not a fuckwit, yeah, they don't care.
Right. Wow, look at that. Wow, amazing. Which Star Wars movie introduced the lightsaber? Was it the first one?
This is like one from Knights of the Old Republic, the video game from the chick in it. Can't remember her name off the top of my head.
I think the first Star Wars had a lightsaber in the
Hold on. We go to a proper font. Hold on.
Unstable.
No.
The Butcher.
The Butcher, that's a new one. Oh! We got Darth Revan. And so you got different sound fonts, 16 of them, and you can change your color to whatever you want.
What powers that? How many batteries? What kind? Or is it rechargeable? Holy shit.
Yay, fun. There we go.
Wow. What powers those? Is it rechargeable or batteries? Or?
Yes, I'll show you in a sec.
Hurtan, $5 super chat. Thank you, Hurtan. Puck, your thoughts on theory aliens are launching UFOs from beneath the ocean and likely are hiding in plain sight with an underwater station on it.
They take a standard, where is it? Yeah, standard LR36 lithium battery.
I see. Right.
What do I think about what to do with UFOs or aliens?
Are aliens? Do they have bases under the ocean?
I tend to think ultra-terrestrials are more likely than coming across the freaking universe. So
Right.
maybe. I'm down for some Agartha shit, dude. I'm not Hollow Earth, I'm not Flat Earth, but you know, I'm down for some underground fucking advanced cities and shit.
Why not? Absolutely.
High Strangeness needs to Agartha, Shambhala, all that stuff.
Don't poke your eye out. Right. Very good.
Oh, I got another knife given to me as well. This one was a gift.
Uh-huh.
I just opened up this one as well. This is new cooking knife. And it's made by Matt Sato. Comes with a cool story and shit.
Is that it looks like a Japanese made knife.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some nice bit of jimping, a big chunky, I think that was walnut handle.
And what would that be used for in terms of kitchen work?
Rock and chop.
Rock and chop. Wow.
Yep. And also filleting.
Filleting, right.
I just chopped up a potato by doing the old thing where you hold the knife on the desk and you drop the fruit on it.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it just slashed the potato to shit. But I'm going to use that in mashed potato later so I don't waste it.
Now, Puck, I have a question that people really want to know. When eating a kiwi fruit, do you peel off the brown outer skin or do you eat the outer skin?
I can do both, but I'm not really a fan of kiwi, but I use it in cooking. And so I just kind of like squeeze it over meat and seafood, and the enzymes in the kiwi help tenderize the meat. I don't really like the flavor of them, but they work as meat tenderizer.
Right.
Yeah.
Morty Lex is more mesh for the show. I see. Okay.
Most fruit I don't peel. I just wash it. So
yeah. How about a banana? You don't eat the banana. You don't eat the banana peel.
No, not a banana. That's a bit leathery.
Even a monkey knows how to peel a banana before they eat the fruit.
That's it. I think I've seen an elephant fucking crush a peanut and just eat the nuts and spit out the shell.
Oh, that's unbelievable. You ever see the video on YouTube of a rhinoceros taking a giant shit with its tail spinning in a circle?
Oh, is that Ace Ventura? There was some.
No. It's some rhinoceros at a zoo.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And he turned his ass to the tourists.
Oh yeah, it's like a mud flapper. Yeah,
exactly.
I remember the one. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so here's the other like Old Republic one that I've got, and this one has the adapters for the dual sabers with this one. No, I already put it away. But I got some more accessories for this beast. Then I've extended the hilt and made it longer with all these extra pieces and shit. I just want the hugest fucking nugget nutter of a lightsaber I can get. And
how fragile? How fragile is that glass? The light part is that? Glass?
No, they're thick polycarbonate, and you can beat the bark off a fucking tree with these things, man, and they don't break.
Really?
You might mess up your electronics a bit, but yeah.
So you could smash somebody over the head with that thing; it would be okay.
Oh yeah, and especially the hilt on that one. These ones are aluminium hilts, nice and light. Right. That one's solid steel, and it's like a medieval fucking mace with the lumps and shit on it.
Holy shit! Wow.
So you get these, and they're like your belt clips that go on your belt.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got these little wheels with slots in them that go in and attach, and that's like how the fan people do their belt lightsaberings. You see them in the movie, they just go like that, and it just appears there. They're not actually clipping it on or anything.
Ah, right.
So that's how the fans do it. Then I got this little accessory for my big shiny saber, and it's the same as the rabbit ears on the Graflex lightsaber Luke Skywalker has. And so I can add my own little custom greebly. Boom, right there. And this
amazing.
Makes it look cool. Yep. Yeah. Just add some more coolness to it. I've even got a hole right there that I can just add the screw to.
When you look at a website for a company that sells lightsabers, how many choices do they offer on these stores? websites?
Like how many different models would they have?
Yeah. How many different models can one
It
choose
depends
from?
how long the store's been around for. Like, if you go to Saberforge and Ultra Sabers, they have a terrible fucking customer reputation.
Uh-huh.
But they have the biggest selection and more of the more licensed looks of things, like pretty much one-to-one with, like, the TV shows. Whereas all these other ones are custom fan designs, so they can get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried ordering through fucking Saberforge, and they fucked up my order. And it cost me $500.
Fuck
And I'm
'em.
like, fuck that. And so I found a place in Australia where I got my lightsabers for about $2.50 each, and the post is like fuck all because it's in Australia.
Now, let me just read the super chat from Hurricane. Thank you very much. Puck, do you think aliens are here, or are they just time travelers? Or are time travelers here?
I don't think those things need to be mutually exclusive.
Right.
I think people are seeing so much weird, random shit that likely it's all of it. It's likely interdimensional beings. It's likely a base under the earth. There probably is alien technological probes visiting us more so than biological life forms.
Probing,
but I'm guessing if something's biological, it's probably already fucking here or not far by. You know, like Dark Side of the Moon shit.
Yeah. Wow.
And so I don't think they need to be mutually exclusive. Like,
I agree with that.
Now that we've got all these quantum metamaterials that exist in two states at once, like, I'm down for fucking Bigfoot having fucking dimensional portals and shit these days. You know?
Bigfoot. Wow. Yeah. Do you think Bigfoot really is out there? Sasquatch?
I used to be super convinced, but now I'm just kind of like, it's the same thing with the UFO stuff. Every 10 years, it's about to fucking, here we go. And then it's just
right.
Yeah.
I'm totally open and it's quite believable that there are Sasquatch, up in Canada or, up in the mountains.
I would argue from an anthropologist kind of hobbyist perspective that Bigfoot should exist, because if the going rational is that Homo sapiens sapiens, like us modern humans, have wiped out all the competition, but where we have not been, they should still be there, pushed to the brink of the edges of the wilderness, right? Because if we're not there to outcompete them, like, who the fuck has explored North America through Alaska? No one. Fucking no one.
If there was any,
the people that do say they're seeing it.
Yeah, well, maybe there were people who saw Sasquatch up in Alaska, but the Sasquatch killed them and ate them, so we don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, I think they should exist, like where humans have not been. Like, there are wild places in the world too, like,
Oh, there are animals that were considered extinct, and then we find out that they're not extinct, even though the species is 100 million, 200, 300 million years old, like a coelacanth, for example.
And you look at some of those mountain ranges and shit that you have up there in Alaska. Like,
oh, yeah.
We've got one mountain range. There's just one big one that goes all the way up the East Coast, and that's it. Everything's flat. But it's like you'd stack that mountain range one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And it's literally impassable terrain. You can fly over it with a plane and say you've seen it, but no one's fucking stepped foot in there ever.
Correct. Well, I've seen videos on about flying dinosaurs, pterosaurs, pterodactyls in New Guinea, where the locals say they really exist, but New Guinea has, so much unexplored areas. There's no way to find out.
Is that the one that also glows, called the Ropen?
Yeah, you can see it at night.
Yeah, it's meant to dig up. It's like a corpse eater, they call it.
Corpse eater.
It digs up the corpses and eats them.
So I'm not ruling out that these things aren't possible. Yeah, Hurricane, $2 super chat. Are ghosts just interdimensional beings? What do you think on that? Thank you, Hurricane.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Because if they're in our dimension observable, no, then they're not. Because they were a living person here, and now they're still here. So they're not dimensional, no, I guess.
Right. I would agree with that. Yeah. GD says you're looking healthier. Were you in bad shape or not healthy a while ago, as you are now?
Yeah. The last 2 or 3 years was a big fucking drain on my fucking physical and mental health. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was not good. Doing a lot
Right.
better now. Got new accommodation, more stable, great people around me, making new friends,
Oh,
doing
great.
things in real life. I asked a bunch of chicks out on Facebook who wants to come to the movies, and every single one of them said yes. It's like,
Mhm.
fuck.
What do you think about the Tasmanian tiger, the thylacine? Do you think those are still out there?
Yeah, definitely.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they had a big hunting campaign and they killed them all, but things are learned pretty fucking quickly if
Mm-hmm.
humans are killing them. It's like in parts of South Africa where they had those wars and things through the Congo and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The chimpanzees became nocturnal and they would only forage at night. Completely changed their behavior. Like that, yeah. And so shit learns if humans are fucking after it, right? Because they were getting eaten by bushmeat by all the guerrilla tribes and shit that were fighting the fucking South African army and shit. Now we're
What do
getting
you think
eaten
about?
by.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about the Mokele Mbembe in the Congo, the brontosaurus-looking dinosaur? Do you think that might be real?
Nah, that's not actually an old folklore that they have. It's only once a brontosaurus was found in the local region by a paleontologist in the 1930s that all of a sudden now this is a thing and they keep telling tourists, oh, they're still alive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And,
So it's kind of like,
yeah,
so it's like
pay
the
me to
Loch
be
Ness.
your guide.
So
Yeah,
it's
pay
like the
me to
Loch
be your
Ness.
guide.
Yeah. So it's like the
Yeah.
Loch Ness monster's just now a touristy,
Yeah, like
mythological
you
thing.
watch these shows where they come into the village and talk to them about it and stuff, but they always bring all this fucking tribute to the tribe and shit. And so that's all they fucking want. And they're like, oh yeah, pay this guy to lead you around the woods for a week.
Right, right, right. Personally, if it did exist, I would not want to go to the Congo to look for it because that would be some brutal territory to search
Yeah,
through.
there's only one person that can find Michaela and Pembe, and that's Jeremy Wade. River monster.
Interesting.
You gotta go catch me a big fish.
Yeah, that show he did of the river monsters,
Yeah.
especially Amazon river fish. I had no idea that there were such monstrous-looking fish with gigantic sets of teeth, like the
Yeah, I
ones
love that.
yeah, amazing.
He's got a new show out called Mighty Rivers now.
Uh-huh.
And he does like ecological surveys with his fishing rod on the river to check its health.
Right.
He just did the Ganges and it's fucking filthy.
Oh, the Ganges. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Back a long time ago, I would watch videos or documentaries about at the Ganges River where people would be using it as a toilet and be bathing and then washing their laundry. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. And then like there'd be someone like a couple of miles downstream and he's fishing up dinner and the dude's like, aren't you worried about eating that? And it's like, oh no, they poo up there, upriver. And it's like, where do you think it goes, dude?
Well, I guess if you're used to eating at Burger King, it doesn't matter at some point, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Or Taco Bell, I mean. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Anyway, unboxing it. I'm surprised how fucking heavy that thing is. I got to check its balance.
Now, would you ever say to a sexy girl that you meet outside at a restaurant or something, would you like to come over to my place and see my lightsaber?
Haven't used that one yet, but normally I'm way cruder than that.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. You want to come on over for a bang? Might be more direct.
Yeah, I don't fuck around now that I'm 40. I'm just like
Right.
straight up, nice tits. Can I buy you a drink?
Right. Exactly. A question for Doxx. Can Puck take Jax's spot on the CFN network? Interesting. Yeah. Well, okay.
No, I'm not joining any networks.
There you go.
I thought Morty's Diner was like that four-armed space dude from like the new movies. I thought that's where I was going.
Oh, you mean Doxx Report channel?
I thought you were a Star Wars channel. Someone came over to
Oh,
my
no,
inbox
no.
and said, "Oh, they're talking about lightsabers over here. Come over." So
Oh, yeah, we were talking about aliens and UFOs for a while, but I'm not a Star Wars channel at all. You know.
Okay.
But the whole thing about aliens is always interesting, you know.
Yeah, I've been down the rabbit hole with aliens for like fucking probably since I was a kid, man.
Right.
I remember when I was in primary school, the Bob Lazar thing happened. I was born in '84.
Oh, yeah.
I was hooked ever since. I remember there being books in our library and shit at school about domes on the moon and fucking Richard Hoagland and all this mad fucking hippie weird fucking conspiracy shit. Yeah, they'll remember their books being in the library on all that.
You know, Doxx Report, who was on the show just before you came on, it's a shame he left because he'd be great on the panel with you, you know, talking about all these topics. But
No, I don't know.
yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, do you have any other Star Wars type items besides the lightsabers?
I got a minigun that I'm modding into a Warhammer 40k bolter, a Nerf gun.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It takes chain belts, and so you can just keep linking belts together. And I've got like 120 rounds for it so far. I want to get up to 200, and it can just
And what
fire.
does it shoot? Like little plastic rounds?
Yeah,
or something?
Nerf bullets, little flame bullets.
Oh, Nerf. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I'm just going to custom paint it and custom modify it, cut it down and everything to turn it into a Warhammer 40k
There you
bigger
go. Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
pistol. Yeah. So I can wear that around the sling behind my Jedi cloak because fuck fighting fair. And if I don't want to use my lightsaber or I lose my hand, I can use my other hand in the sling and just Warhammer 40k them with just endless amounts of bolts. And so, yeah, and I can also screen dye Jedi scum like a stormtrooper because it's wildly inaccurate. It's
You know, I
hilarious.
think if some crackhead tried to break into your home at night, you know, to steal a TV or something or your computer, and you had the lightsaber and your Nerf gun, machine gun, they'd be so freaked out they'd probably faint on the spot or run
They
out.
look so real at night, man. The fucking
Yeah.
lightsabers. Me and my friend want to go out for like an Easter party at the local campground where he lives at the moment. That's where I
Yeah.
used to stay. And I just can't do fucking in public, man, with my agoraphobia and shit. It
Mhm.
fucked me up for a year.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't mind visiting him. I've finally visited him after like 3 months. I've just fucking slept. I've been back out there. We've been hanging out again. And that guy out there, I might give my lightsaber to. My third one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty poor. He never gets any good toys. He just bought himself a new battery system, new solar panels, new fridge, and as like a gift for him, looking after himself and shit. I'm gonna get him a lightsaber. Why not?
Sure.
Get him
Yeah.
a toy for fun.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of people are really fucking hard done by in Australia at the moment with housing crisis and mass migration prices out of the market. Australian-born people can't get a fucking rental, dude. You got like full families of 4, 2 working parents, 2 kids going to school and shit, living in fucking campgrounds out of tents, man. It's fucking disgusting. You know, so I'm lucky I own this caravan, you know. Even if I have a
Right.
problem where I'm living, I can pack the cunt up and fucking move it, you know.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of other people are just fucked.
Well, you know the age-old expression: "Beware the man with only one lightsaber." So,
Indeed.
Yeah.
No, I'll have to get him a cool Nerf gun to go with it though.
yeah.
You don't want to trust your life on that honky ancient religion. You need a good blaster, as fucking what's his name? I almost called him Lone Star, but it's fucking what is it? Han Solo.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Lone Stars from fucking Spaceballs to take off.
What was your opinion of the original Blade Runner?
That's got
That was Harrison Ford and Rutger Hauer.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was the chick in it? Not fucking Demi
Oh,
Moore.
I don't remember that.
It might actually be young Demi Moore. I'm not sure.
No, this was long time ago. I don't remember who
Yeah.
the woman was, but
Yeah, she would have been too young at that point.
yeah.
No, I can't remember who it was. No.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
And maybe I'm thinking of Gattaca.
Oh, I don't even know that movie.
Yeah, that's Ethan Hawke and shit, where they make like designer humans, and you're not allowed to get certain government jobs and stuff if you haven't been like DNA fixed and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so you've got like the haves and the have-nots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Wow.
a two-tiered society of like the perfect people that are all genetically modified, and then you've got like your fucked up people. And there's this one guy that works online, but he's in a wheelchair with a degenerative spine disorder, and he's using his mate's fucking DNA to send in to his job, and it's all about them getting done and fucking all this shit.
Wow. Yeah.
I was just unboxing some more Lego the other day too. That was fun. We got this new house Lego out. You get it with your shopping. You just basically get all these little fucking items and shit, like coffee makers and kettles and fucking. I got some fruit bowls and some fruits and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bark benches. I got a frying pan with some eggs and shit. I like all that weird shit. Now, when I do my medieval diagram, I can have an old babushka chasing him down the fucking road with a frying pan. Medieval knights just legging it.
Sounds like life in Arkansas, but I guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I just like, instead of just building like little cool models, I like putting their little figures on them and having them actually doing shit.
Mhm.
Little interesting things that tell a story.
Right. Yeah. What do you?
Just mid-strength beer.
Right.
Yep, just a cheap Aussie one. Beer taxes are going up again. Fucking cunt.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a joint. Here's one I prepared earlier.
What part of Australia are you in? In
Southeast
general?
Coast.
So by Melbourne area? Or?
No, about 8 hours north of Melbourne, about 4
Right,
hours
right.
south of Sydney, around that
Right.
kind of area. It's kind of my zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, chili, surfer, bonghead, arty, whiny, foodie, cuddle spot. We grow everything down here. It's fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
I just caught a fucking mud crab the other day. Me and my mate got one each. He doesn't eat them, so I gave one to my chef mate who's getting a lightsaber.
I've watched videos about giant mud crabs in Australia, and they look really,
fucking tasty, dude.
but they're really tasty, huh? Wow, amazing.
I'll
But
show
they
you a
look
photo.
like some kind of monster thing, but
Oh yeah, they fucking horrible. They look like fucking Lovecraftian fucking horror dude, fucking Cthulhu.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I'll bring up some pictures. I don't have a picture of the full crab, but here's what we made. There we go. So that's my friend's recipe, and he's a retired chef.
Mhm.
There's the size of the mud crab claws. In like
Is that in a curry sauce?
in a big wok. He hasn't added anything to the thing. That's just all the color out of his fresh cherry tomatoes.
Right.
So it's fresh cherry tomatoes with fresh basil that he all grows himself. We didn't buy anything for this recipe. Some garlic that another mate grows, and a couple of fresh chilies, and that's it. Just cherry tomatoes, basil, chili, a bit of garlic.
Does it taste the same as an ocean crab?
And then I copied his recipe, and there's my version of it.
Right. Does it taste the same as a crab from the ocean?
And my tomatoes are just a little bit more coloured. Crab in the ocean taste more salty and sandy.
Right.
Mud crabs literally taste earthy, like mangrovey. But I'm used to that because I grew up on the back of a mangrove swamp. And to me, like flathead and brim caught out on the sandbars taste different to me than the ones caught in my estuary. That's more of a breeding ground. And so I'm used to that mangrove kind of flavour. That's kind of just my thing. So for me, it's fine. No.
I've never tasted anything like that, so I don't really know. But I can imagine what you're saying. Yeah.
Any mud sharks? I don't know what a mud shark is, but we have shovel-nosed sharks that are like one of them small 3 to 4 foot long. Technically, it's a shark, but it's that thing that's got like the ray face. Like it's got a big wide. It's like
yeah. I know what those are. Yeah.
Stingray crossed with a shark.
Yeah.
So we got those things. If that's what you mean by, because I used to shovel to get through the mud and eat yabbies. I'm sure that's what he means.
Yeah.
He's a shovel-nosed shark. We got those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No more chicken breasts. The dogs haven't killed any more chickens. I cut the tits off this really expensive chicken the dogs killed the other day. And apparently it's not an egg-laying one. It's some eaten fancy show one. And it was so plump and thick while the kids weren't looking, and I had to clean up the corpses. Tested mini pocket knife and just fucking filleted the fucking breast straight off it. And it was actually fucking good in a curry. It wasn't like soup crap shit. It was like you could actually like cook it in a wok and have a curry with it. It was like more firm than like the farm chicken, but it had that proper, like, bright yellow fat behind the breast, not that fake, like, white, watery shit.
Right.
And it had, like, the proper, like, gamey fat in it. It was like, oh, yum.
Yeah.
And
No,
it was.
hammerheads would be something different than what Puck was describing. It is a different kind of
Yeah,
fish.
hammerheads are open ocean. Like, yeah, they're not muddy. They're like, yeah, they don't go near little rivers and estuaries. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a frilled lizard in the wild?
No, no. We have
Yeah.
other ones. We have other ones called water dragons where I live. And they're
Mm-hmm.
about the same size. They just don't have the frill, and they look exactly the same.
Yeah, because I've seen videos of them, and they're really a peculiar animal, really cute.
Yeah, the
But,
water dragons or bearded dragon, water dragon, same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got those, and they look like a frill neck lizard without the frill. And they're a
Right.
really common pet. Like people have iguanas in America. People have these things.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which is better because they're native. We don't allow pet iguanas in Australia because if they get
Right.
loose, fuck shit up.
Exactly.
New
So
laptop. What?
Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah.
New laptop's going well. I uninstalled Windows 11 out of it. Then they're going back to Windows 10 because I tried figuring out all this AI bullshit, turning it off, and what the fuck is it doing? I tried fucking with it a bit, and it was just doing my head in. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
not doing the AI shit. That can get fucked. Unless I go to it to directly ask it a question, I don't want it giving me fucking suggestions. Fuck off.
Yeah, Gigant. Well, that's a frilled lizard. It runs on the top of the water. I've seen.
Yeah, and the water dragons and the bearded dragons will do that as well. But they can all do it. Yeah.
But the frilled lizard looks like one of the little dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. And
Did you know
amazing-
that? Did you know that the Velociraptor has no evidence that it had a frill whatsoever? There are no bone muscular points that would hold on to any form of cartilage or mechanism that could raise a frill. It just didn't have one. That's just artistic license for the movie. Same as it's spitting venom. I like what do you call it? Anthropology and fucking botany and fucking animal shit. I like all my historical crap. Archaeology-based shit, whether it's about humans or fucking paleontology, I like watching whatever's new dug up.
Are you into stuff like Knights Templar and all that shit?
Yeah, I used to be a bladesmith by fucking trade, dude. Proper blacksmith
really?
and Damascus
Wow.
steel. Yeah, at my first knife show when I was 21, I tied first with Australia's only master bladesmith.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Wow.
blowing from fucking Norway, too. Yeah.
Wow.
I've got one here, but, they say I'm not allowed to show knives on fucking YouTube. They do like
Yeah.
it, yeah. Well, I've already fucking whipped this one out, but it was
Yeah,
in the
let's
box.
not do it again because I didn't think of it at the time. But
it was in the box, and I didn't do any like weird motions with it.
yeah.
I just showed it in the box.
Yeah, let's not do that again. I just remembered that might be risky. So
Yeah, well, I do it on mine, but I'm not monetized. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
So you got to see the size difference between my giant lightsaber and the new one. Because the new one should have bigger blade, and I'm going to put that blade in this one as well. I got two of them, two giant blades. Oh yeah, so that's way bigger now. Then that's the new one, but I'm going to make this one that long as well. I've got a second huge blade, but yeah, that one's another 4 to 6 inches longer. And yeah, this is going to be my big boy. And then I've got my little shorty. And they also link together too, that I can Darth Maul them together.
Mm-hmm.
I've also got a little dagger blade that I can put in one of my sabers. And it's like my little parry dagger, like a Renaissance fighter, where you have the side knife instead of a shield. What is it, like rapier and fucking ring dagger? Nail dagger? Tons of words for them.
Well, you got some nice hobbies. That's very good.
Yeah.
As opposed to just watching YouTube 15 hours a day. So.
Oh, I'm so done with fucking YouTube because my gaming PC broke. I've just been stuck talking to fuckwits on YouTube for like a year.
Yeah.
Not that you're a fuckwit, just the whole YouTube drama sphere. It just fucking doesn't end. It's like,
Correct.
fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Ugh, I still got this fucking stalker bitch fucking following me around, fucking commenting on my shit.
you have
It's like,
a stalker? Really?
yeah, yeah, man. Fucking dude.
When's the last time you had evidence of her stalking?
No, she came on this other fucking channel with the watch guys, and
Uh-huh.
she had a recording of me from fucking private where I'd just gotten out of fucking suicide watch and passed out, fucking at my death. And I got up and pissed in a jug, and I
Mm-hmm.
shat in me fucking shit bucket. And fucking, I got a bucket full of cat litter, and I
Mm-hmm.
shit in that and take it outside. Then I go throw it in
That'll
the water.
work. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's biodegradable, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's better than
Sure.
having a fucking wet toilet under me fucking bed when I'm driving around. That doesn't sound like a good fucking idea to me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, so she recorded it. As soon as I looked up and realised I was still live, I cancelled it, deleted it. But she'd sat there the entire time while I was passed out for hours, just endlessly recording it. And then she ran over to those watch guys, started to convince them to play the video fucking live of me going to the toilet in the fucking nude from a private fucking chat. She just
Unbelievable.
goes straight to fucking YouTube, finds anyone I'm talking to. She doesn't know you guys at all. She just saw that fucking dude was doing a fucking GoFund for me or whatever, some donation drive to help me. But then that fucking, I don't know, one of the fuckwits pissed me off, and I just said, fucking keep it. I'm done. I'm pissed off already.
Wow. Shitting in a bucket. That's good content, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I know. I deleted
That would
it.
get a lot of viewers, no question about it.
I deleted it instantly, man, and it said only one person was watching, so it was only her
Right.
that saw it. She
Right,
recorded it, and she ran around everywhere trying to get people to play it, but she was smart enough not to post it on her own channel. But she's just fucked in the head, man.
Wow.
I don't know why after a year she's sitting there and she just automatically just records everything I'm fucking doing, waiting for fucking me to fuck up, and then it's all run around. Oh, look at this! She even joined my local Facebook groups, not just me on Facebook. She was joining local groups, asking them about fucking my personal information and shit.
Is she in Australia? Do you know if that's...
No, she's from Tennessee in America. I know exactly where she fucking lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
She's going around giving out my fucking address to people that adopts my phone numbers and threaten to fucking come up here and shoot and kill me and fucking have their dogs attack me and fucking spear me and fucking everything, dude.
Wow. Incredible.
Yeah, I've really pissed off some flat earthers in my time. And that's the only reason I don't talk to him, is because he's flat earther.
Flat earthers, they're bad. Yeah.
When the conversation goes to everything Parkeld says is bullshit because he believes in round earth, we can't have any more conversations at that point. That's just it. That's over.
Right.
If everything I say is stupid because the earth is round, have a look at yourself, mate.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's the most self-aware statement I've ever heard. It's like saying I'm not in a religion, I'm a Scientologist.
Right. You watch a lot of Scientologist type videos?
I've been down the rabbit hole, not so much.
It's so fucked up, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm not on it, but there's that one chick that was on Joe Rogan that used to be like the daughter of one of the head guys. And she's like a famous
she's the niece of Miscavige, the leader.
Yeah. And that's right. Yeah, the fucking Mrs. McTavish or whatever is still fucking
Miscavige. She's got a YouTube channel. She's the niece, she escaped.
But,
she escaped from Scientology. Yeah.
Yeah. But her mum or something's fucking missing, dude. She's disappeared
for like 2 decades. Though people say where she is at a camp far away from Los Angeles, like 2-3 hour drive away, but she's never been publicly seen for like 20 years.
Yep.
That's Miscavige's wife. Yeah. Incredible.
Yep. So I've watched those interviews, but I'm not going to sit there and doom scroll it like fucking people do with Epstein and that. Like I doom scrolled on Pizzagate 10 years ago, and Pizzagate 10 years ago, we're all saying these people are fucked. And then the media just played fucking backup for him and gaslit everyone. Nah, you're full of shit.
Correct.
And it turns out 10 years later, we were all fucking right. And
Well, that's
so
like
I'm just-
Alec Jones. That, the mainstream media says he's a mental case, but he's right more often than the mainstream media. So,
Yeah, that's right. The frogs were fucking gay.
well, you see,
The
the
frogs
gay
were
frog
gay.
thing, that was the
Yeah.
true thing. He was reporting on a report from a
Yes.
scientist at the University of California at Berkeley. So he just happened to talk about that study that this
But the
professor.
frogs were actually gay. Yes.
Yeah, he was reporting on a study that this professor at University of California was doing. He didn't come up with the idea frogs are gay. He was reporting the scientific work of one of the professors over at the university. But yeah, amazing.
Yeah. And like I say, I went down the Pizzagate rabbit hole and shit about all these fucking big conspiracy fucking wig things. And they're just all going to play fucking defense until it's too late. So there's no point fucking talking about it. And it's like,
Right.
what's the point of trying to put dirt on Scientology on the internet? You're just going to get yourself sued, fired, and fucking cancelled. Until they
Right.
do something wrong that's fucking going to turn society against them properly, you're going to be the fucking scapegoat if you.
Oh, they're
fucking talk.
vicious. They'll go after people. Oh, no question. Yeah, vicious.
Yeah. Oh, there was this funny thing that came out that, how's all this shit in the UK about, what is it, fucking Amelia? The right-wing, purple-haired, fucking anti-woke fucking chick, and they made
Oh, I don't
like...
know. I don't know that.
Yeah, I won't get into it if you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Davey, use that word on the other channel, okay? That's a psychopath comment right there. Thank you, Davey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What do you call a woman that goes to heaven?
Okay, what?
An angel. What do you call a group of women that go to heaven?
Angels?
A flock of angels. What do you call all women going to heaven? Fucking peace on earth.
There you go. There you go. That's very good. All right. Wow.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's just a misogynist, non-offensive joke.
Sure. Correct. Yeah.
It's so dad joke. It's awesome. Yeah, I collect dad jokes.
Right.
So no go on fixing one of the old PCs. One over here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old Win 7 PC, but the actual motherboard and the CPU had corrosion in the socket. Just from sitting in the shed for 10 fucking years, not being used. But all the RAM and the graphics and everything work out of it, and now there's a huge RAM and graphics crunch and shit. I can actually still get money for old DDR3 RAM. It's like, ooh, okay. eBay time. I got tons of shit I got to fucking post on fucking Facebook and eBay and try and sell off, and I just can't be bothered taking photos and just fucking doing all the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't be fucked. I'd rather give it to someone.
Well, listen, I've been here about 4 hours, so I'm absolutely wiped out. So I'm going to wrap it up. Listen, thank you very much for stopping by the channel. I've talked to you once before on one of those other channels. I don't remember which one, but
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I get around.
yeah.
I've been avoiding all the fucking drama and shit for a while. I've been getting back into my Steam gaming. It's been great. Catching up with old gamer friends.
Yeah. Did you ever play a game called Wolfenstein: The New Colossus?
Haven't played any new versions of it, but I had Duke Nukem, Wolfenstein.
It's a Nazi Hitler kill all the Nazis kind of game.
I played all of those growing up when I was younger. Warcraft 3, fucking StarCraft, fucking Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, fucking put it all in there. Yeah, know all of that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again.
No worries. Cheers, dude.
You bet. Have a good one. Thank you very much, Puck.
Well, dude, don't know why anyone that sent me over here. Maybe they saw lightsabers and thought aliens. I don't know.
Well, we were talking about alien stuff, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm always down for that, so that's cool.
Great. Okay, thank you, Puck. Thanks very much. I'll see you.
All right. Cheers, mate. Bye.
All right. That'll wrap up today's show. I want to thank Doxx and Puck for being on the panel. And thanks to everybody for watching. Really appreciate that. I will probably go to the hospital tomorrow for and see what's going on. And maybe, who knows if I'll come back? Who knows? Who knows if I'll get out? Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. And let's wrap it up with... that'll do it. Thanks, everyone. Good night.